everyone. Well, tough time don't last, but tough people do. Absolutely. আর সেই কোটের সাথেই আমি রিয়া শুদ্ধাচার্যি শুরু করছি আজকের সন্ধ্যের প্রোগ্রাম। নমস্কার। আর আজ উমাং দ্য ফিউচার ফরওয়ার্ড প্রোগ্রাম নিয়ে আপনাদের সাথে হাজির আমরা। আচ্ছা, এই 2021-এর কোভিড আমাদের একেবারে বিচ্ছিন্ন করে দিয়েছে, কিন্তু বলাই বাহুল্য আমরা হাল ছাড়িনি। We are not going to lose any such hope, because we are and we will be always hopeful. Be it the third wave or the second wave, যেটা third wave already বলে দিয়েছে যে third wave আসতে চলেছে, but we need to be cautious and we need to safeguard ourselves. We need to live the life we deserve. Absolutely. আর সেই সাথে সাথে শুধু আজ আমি নয়, আমার সাথে সাথে আছে আমার co-host, my co-host, and I would like to call upon Nabish.
Thank you so very much, Ria. Thank you. It's a pleasure. And I'm really overwhelmed at this point of time because this long-standing association has been mesmerizing and it's beautiful. Moi namaskar gyapon korisu hokolule je hokole ei onusthanot aji ayojon kora onusthantit upasthit hoise খুব ভাল লাগিছে আৰু নিশ্চয়কৈ ক'ব লাগিব যে আবেগবিবল মুহূৰ্ত আমাৰ বাবে আমি এক প্ৰত্যাহ্বানৰ পৰা আগবাঢ়ি আহি আজি এই মঞ্চত উপনীত হৈছো আৰু আপোনালোক সকলোকে হলাগ লৈছো কাৰণ ইমান কষ্টেৰে ইমান সাহসেৰে অদম্য একাগ্ৰতাৰে আপোনালোকে আগবাঢ়ি আজি এই স্থান দখল কৰিছে তাৰ বাবে নিশ্চয় অভিনন্দন জ্ঞাপন কৰিব লাগিব और इतिमধ্যে रियाई जमाइसे अनुष्ठान होल उमंग द फ्यूचर फॉरवर्ड आपके हौसले का त्योहार तो हौसला हमेशा बना रहना चाहिए और साथ ही साथ साहस भी बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है क्योंकि हौसले और साहस से कुछ भी नामुमकिन नहीं है और वो आपने खुद साबित किया है आपके काम के जरिए आपके श्रद्धा के जरिए और आपने जिस तरह से अपने काम को पूजा के तौर पर लिया है और इतने अच्छी तरह से आपने प्रदर्शन किया है उसको तो वाकई में हमें अभिनंदन देना चाहिए आप सभी को a huge round of applause to each one of you for taking it through absolutely great and obviously I mean this particular program has been organized keeping in mind to acknowledge and recognize the hard work the leadership quality and the incredible stellar performances that you have put in and that's the reason why we are all assembling here despite of the current challenges iman khini okhubidhar majoto ami je uponito hoisu apnalokor bhal prodorshonor babe aru hosa ortho sach bole to aap waqai mein ek star hai ek superstar hai again I'm telling you you are really the frontline warriors যোদ্ধা বুলি যে আমি অসমীয়াত কওঁ আৰু বাংলাত নিশ্চয়কৈ তেনেকৈ কোৱা হয় আৰু এই সাময়িক যিটো পৰিস্থিতি এই মহামাৰীৰ সময়ছোৱাটো আপোনাৰ পৰিয়ালৰ চিন্তা আপোনালোকে হৃদয়ংগম কৰি আপোনালোকে হৃদয়ত লৈ কিন্তু কাৰ্যালয়ত নিত্য নৈমিত্তিক কামসমূহ কৰি আহিছে প্ৰতিদিনে আপোনালোকে কাৰ্যালয়ত আহিছে বা কাম কৰিছে আৰু আপোনালোকে আপোনালোকৰ গ্ৰাহকৰ বাবে কাম কৰি আহিছে লগতে কষ্টৰে ভয় শংকা সকলো আতৰাই ইমান সুন্দৰভাৱে প্ৰতিদিনে আপোনালোকে কৰা কৰ্মক আৰু আপোনালোকৰ কৰ্মনিষ্ঠা আমি নিশ্চয় হলাগ লৈছো আৰু এইখিনিতে আমি ৰিয়া আৰু যি সকলে এই মুহূৰ্তত পোনপটীয়াভাৱে আমাক উপভোগ কৰি আছে those who are watching us live let us also give this information and convey the message that আমি সুৰক্ষাৰ বাবে বদ্ধপৰিকৰ বন্ধন বেংক সুৰক্ষাৰ বাবে সদায় বদ্ধপৰিকৰ প্ৰতিবাৰে কোভিড প্ৰটোকলৰ বিষয়ে তেওঁলোকে যিসমূহ নীতি নিয়ম আছে সেই সকলোবোৰ যাতে আমি মানি চলো তাৰ বাবে সদায় আহ্বান জনাই আছে আৰু সদায় পোষকতা কৰি আহিছে সেয়া কাৰ্যালয়ৰ ভিতৰতেই হওক বা কাৰ্যালয়ৰ বাহিৰতেই হওক গ্ৰাহককেই হওক প্ৰতিবাৰে তেওঁলোকে সেইষাৰ কথা মনত কৰাই পেলাইছে তো সোঁৱৰাই আছে গতিকে আমি পুনৰবাৰ অনুৰোধ জনাম যে আপোনালোকে যিসমূহ নিয়মাৱলী আমাৰ যিসমূহ দিয়া হৈছে ধাৰ্য কৰা হৈছে সেইসমূহ একে শ্ৰদ্ধাৰে আৰু অতি ভক্তিৰে যাতে আমি পালন কৰো একে সাধাৰণ হাত সদায় সফা কৰি ৰখা সামাজিক দূৰত্ব বজাই ৰখা মাস্ক পৰিধান কৰা আৰু তাৰ লগতে যেতিয়া জৰুৰীকালীন ব্যৱস্থা বা অৱস্থাতহে আমি ঘৰৰ পৰা বাহিৰ ওলোৱা আজি ভাৰ্চুৱেলৰ যুগ আমি ভাৰ্চুৱেলৰ কথা পাতিম আজি ভাৰ্চুৱেলৰ সৈতে আমি ভিন্ন ভিন্ন প্ৰান্তৰ পৰা আজি আমি একলগ হৈছো গতিকে এয়া নিশ্চয়কৈ আমি মানি চলিব লাগিব this is the time of virtual era और हम हमेशा डिजिटलाइजेशन को हमेशा अग्राधिकार देते आए हैं और हमेशा हम इसको कायम करके रहेंगे क्योंकि this is a time we should be futuristic and we should look about future options and not really bothered about the world-like hindrances all right so yeah at this point of time मैं बताना चाहूंगा कि फिर से कि बंधन बैंक बद्धपरिकर है अपने सुरक्षा के लिए, अपने ग्राहकों की सुरक्षा के लिए, वो चाहे कार्यालय के अंदर हो या फिर बाहर हो. राइट रिया, सो लेट्स मूव ऑन. और हम कंप्यूटर को वी वुड रिक्वेस्ट computer to pan on to this amazing video, which really urges and advocates about the safety precautionary measures in a very beautiful way. Please adhere to the protocols and please maintain all the hygiene. Thank you so much. Computer, please back.
Your good habits keep you safe today. The mask is resistance. Keep safe distance to keep corona away. We're with you for your banking needs. Keep the faith on your friend in need.
That is great, no doubt. The video is superb. Well, round of applause. And not to mention, I repeat, the frontline workers are also Bandhan workers, and even the employees, and especially those who are interacting with the customers, যারা কাস্টমারদের সাথে কথা বলছে, যারা প্রতিনিয়ত আমাদেরকে সার্ভিস দিচ্ছে বাড়িতে গিয়ে, by in the sense via telephone. Well, hats off to you, all of you. Now we would like to call upon, yes, you heard it right, we would like to call upon বাংলাতেই বলি আমি, সেটা হলো সুমন ঘোষকে, and he is the Shiliguri regional head. Yes.
হয়, এইখিনিতে আমি যৌথভাবে এই মঞ্চত আমন্ত্রণ জনাব বিচাৰিছো. We would like to cordially welcome jointly the both revered regional heads of Shiliguri alongside Guwahati, and Guwahatiৰ তৰফৰ পৰা আমি এইখিনিতে এই মঞ্চত আদৰিবলৈ বিচাৰিম আৰু হেঁপাহ প্ৰকাশ কৰিছো এই মঞ্চত আদৰিম দেৱদীপ ভৰদ্বাজ, যি খুবেই জনপ্ৰিয় আৰু খুব প্ৰভাৱশালী এগৰাকী মুৰব্বী হিচাপে তেওঁ কাম কৰি আহিছে আৰু চিহ্নিত. গতিকে দুয়োকে এই মঞ্চত স্বাগতম জনাইছো. We welcome both the gentlemen here on this platform. Over to you.
Hi, good evening. Am I audible, Devdeep?
You are very much audible, Sumanda.
So, क्या बोला असमिया में प्रभावशाली और क्या बोला?
Correct. You heard it correct.
So, this is the first time we are organizing such a prestigious campaign, Umang, Aapke Hasle Ka Taiyar. And this is the first time for Zone 3, we are celebrating jointly. So, it's a proud moment for us, for the zone, for the region. So, first of all, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to all the staff members of Zone 3, that instead of such a pandemic, ongoing pandemic, they are really doing fantastic job. And in this difficult time, actually difficult time will come, difficult time will go, but your performance during this difficult time will always be remembered. So some of them are really doing such a exceptional performance. I'm really proud of them. And today we'll be acknowledging those superstars, those megastar, those stars during this platform. And I heartily welcome you to all the staff of Siliguri region and all the staff of Zone 3. And now Devdeep, please.
Yeah, thank you, Sumanda. And very good evening to all the staffs of Siliguri region and Guwahati region, and as a whole, all the flag bearers of Zone 3. And let me tell you, why should we call you as staff or as employee of this bank? Actually, you all are COVID warrior, because in last 3 months, the way we have handled things at branches, we have gone close to our customers. We have actually stood, together in line with our customers at this kind of pandemic situation, and we did not, let them feel alone. Let me tell you, and we did not allow any hindrance in terms of doing the financial transactions at this kind of situation. I think let us applaud ourselves, and for all the COVID warriors in a circle of bankers. So thanks from core of our heart to all of you. You guys did a fantastic job, not only in branch and not only in servicing customers, and also you have done fabulous job in terms of business also, and keep the ball going, jisko hum log bolte hain na. You have done fabulous job, and the future is bright, as we always say. We are just inch by inch. We are coming out of this pandemic situation. Things are rosy in front of us, and we are very sure that we'll go to the same tempo, and we'll run through, and we'll win every bit of it. So thank you guys for joining this event. This is first time this year. This is the first time we are virtually connected. We pray to God that we'll have the chance to physically, personally, physically, non-virtually, will have event, and we'll connect that way, and we'll enjoy. So this, yes, Sam aapke naam, frankly. And having said that, I would like to invite our beloved zonal head, our leader for the zone, Mr. Nilanjan Jariat. Sir.
Yeah, good evening to each one of you in this call, and I think it's my privilege to be here. And what a moment when you have just completed one quarter of this financial year, and we are yet to start, or rather, we have already started our Q2, and another 9 months to go for the year to end. But at this point of time, I like to thank each one of you, first of all, for joining this very, very important occasion. It's a celebration of the people who have done extremely well. This is a celebration for each one of you who have stand tall in front of that market, which is totally having a lot of problem in that market, be it pandemic, be it family issues, be it a lot of things. But you guys have proven that everything is possible if the attitude is positive. And that positive attitude took all of us, to the line where we are supposed to be. And as a Bandhan employee, I am proud of you, for each one of you who are there in the ground. I know each one of you are in this call when beginning of the financial year, when you guys have started, probably we are not in that confident mood for the first 15 days. But I have seen after 15th or 16th of April, you all have performed so good. So today's entire forum, the entire Zone 3, today stand tall because each one of you. My compliment to each one of you once again. And when I'm taking it forward for Q2, I have few very, very clear-cut instruction advice for each one of you. Please have discipline in terms of be it our coming to office in the time, be it our attendance, to the evening when you are supposed to go home, please go home on time. So, and in the daytime, whatever we are supposed to do, be it your regular job, be it as a cashier, giving the service to the customer, be it as a CRO, giving the service to the customer, or all the employees who are out, are outbound, should meet customers with the same diligent attitude that you always follow. My another request to each one of you, that when Q2 is there, we are in this financial year, my two regional heads who are more passionate than any of us. We all three of us decided, along with your cluster heads, along with each one of you, that this year we will double our book. This year, whatever figure which we carry in each and every branch, be it CASA, be it asset, be it PPP, everything we will double this year. And if it is true to have, then each one of your contribution, each one of your dedication will make sure that this is going to happen. All the best to each one of you. And please celebrate this event, because this is your success story, which we are going to have for next 2.5 hours. And I'm going to listen to each one of them. I like to see each one of this winner. Rather, I have not seen the presentation yet. So I'll be eagerly waiting for all the surprises, all the photographs, all the smiling faces which are going to come. And I like to applaud each one of you. Thank you very much. Let's begin the evening.
Well, thank you all the three personalities. I would say the beloved and power-packed leader of Zonal Head Nilanjan Chariat, and no doubt the excellent leader of the zonal and unforeseen, and he has done many things, no doubt. And I must say, Shuman sir, the dynamic and powerful leader from Shiliguri, and extremely popular and impactful leader, Devdev Bhardwaj. Seriously, no doubt. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your speech. Apnara এসছেন, মানে এই ইভিনিংটা couldn't have been more better. No doubt of that. But as we can say, after this speech, after this dynamic speech, for those we have made a condolence video for those যারা লাইফ, যাদের আমরা হারিয়েছি কোভিডে 2020 মানে আমরা অনেক প্রিয়জনদেরকে হারিয়েছি. We have lost our near and dear ones, and I think so, and we think so, me and Nabish, we think so, we need to show you guys that video. Can we have that video, please? Well, I must say, যারা যারা আমাদের সাথে ছিল এখন নেই তাদের জন্য condolence, and no doubt, but we would like to thank the existing cluster head, and for that Shiliguri region we would like to thank Shayan Paul, Shobik Ghosh, Bhaskar Jyoti Kor, Monojit Patro, Arijit Ghosh, Shayantan Bhomik, Shubhendu Paul, Saurabh Sengupta, Amitabh Sengupta, and they are the existing cluster head and from Shiliguri, and we would like to take Nabish, your turn.
Yes, of course, and needless to say, Rohanj at length about the existing cluster head from the Guwahati region for their stellar presence and their, indelible input they have been putting in throughout, and at least, especially during this tough time. I mean, it's really commendable. And may I take the privilege of announcing the name of Mr. Vishwajit Teka, Abhay Kumar, Rana Jafri, Devashish Bhomik, Ratul Chakraborty, Rajiv Bordoy. Thank you so very much. And yes, you deserve a round of applause. I think
absolutely
it's sometimes difficult, but then at least we can feel the pulse, right? And now, Ria, and to all the people out there watching us, it's time to welcome our new cluster heads into Zone 3. And we would like to request computer to kindly display and welcome through this virtual platform, through this virtual forum. Computer, please back up.
Raiganj cluster.
Heartily look forward. We honestly look forward for your great work, and we welcome you to the family. Congratulations again, and welcome. Cluster head আছে আৰু তেওঁলোকৰ সংগীবৃন্দ, তেওঁলোকৰ যিসকল টিম মেম্বাৰ্ছ, দলীয় বৃন্দকো উষ্ম আদৰণি জনাইছো এই অনুষ্ঠানৰ জৰিয়তে, and we really look forward to you. And প্ৰতিগৰাকীৰ নাম আপোনালোকে ডিসপ্লে দেখিবলৈ পাইছে, हमने देखा है यहाँ पे स्क्रीन पे, और आप सभी का फिर से बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन किया जाता है. And let's move on to the segment, Ria, they all have been eagerly waiting for.
Absolutely.
Right? So আমি rewards and recognition or মাজলা আহিছে প্ৰথমটো আমি যেটো খিতান আমি ঘোষণা কৰিম তাৰ পূৰ্বে আহক একেলগে আমি কৃতজ্ঞতা জ্ঞাপন কৰো we really have to thank some of the gentlemen otherwise it will be a great remiss if we miss on this particular part আৰু আমি ধন্যবাদ আৰু কৃতজ্ঞতা জ্ঞাপন কৰিব বিচাৰিছো মিস্টাৰ শোভিক ঘোষ সপ্তৰ্ষি চৌধুৰী from Bandhan Bank সহযোগত আছে শোভিক বাসু চন্দ্ৰকান্ত লুইটেল বিদ্যুৎ চৌধুৰী সৈকত ঘোষ আৰু সুমিত mitra from Bajaj Alliance Life Insurance Company and they are the gentlemen who have collaborated with us and in bringing the database collating it together and their effort is commendable they have put in day in and out to make to collate all these database and display it here many thank you to each one of you আন্তৰিকতাৰে ধন্যবাদ জ্ঞাপন কৰিছো এই অৰিহণাৰ বাবে আপোনালোকৰ এই অৰিহণাৰ বাবে and now let's move on to the first category যেটো আমাৰ প্ৰথমটো শিতান আছে আৰু core banking product achievers বুলি ক'লে নিশ্চয়কৈ ভুল নহব so আমি এইখিনিতে ৰিয়া I pass it on to you.
Absolutely. And can we have the first set of our presentation, the CAYTD growth?
Congratulations for making it. And that's That's the Guwahati region, the 12th branch of SAYTD Growth. Congratulations to all the branches being on display. That's it, we are with you. That's the good region here, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Walai Bahulo, অসাধারণ কাজ করেছেন and we need to কাজ করার জন্য একটা ভয় আলোচিত সত্যিই পছন্দ করেছেন নো ডাউট আপনাদের ক্লোজ
Moving on to this slide, CAYTD growth, and here I take the privilege, and that's the Siliguri region, the top branch of CAYTD growth. Branch's name are on display, and indeed your moment to cherish in this platform.
Yes, and then it's the RTD growth for Guwahati region, the top branch on RTD growth. And no doubt they have done excellence and খুব সুন্দরভাবে তারা কাজ করেছে বলাই বাহুল্য এটা কিন্তু
And how can Siliguri be left behind? Siliguri region top branches, the name are on display. Congratulations to each one of you, names on display. This slide for RTD growth, and you have really made it.
Next is the elite account hires, the top branch of elite account hires, Guwahati region. আপনাদেরকে আবারও বলছি বলাই বাহুল্য এরা কিন্তু অসাধারণ কাজ করেছে and throughout the year এই প্যান্ডেমিকে they are the real workers, no doubt.
Elite account highest of the Siliguri region, the top branches on the elite account. That's the display on the branch names are here. Many congratulations to each one of you. Wow, that's a moment to be really proud of, and you really need to cherish it because this is a challenging time, and in this challenging time, you did not let deter your kind of courage or your optimism or your the path to lag behind.
Absolutely,
you put it well, right, Ria?
একদম ঠিক মানে যারা 365 দিন কাজ করেছে মানে কি থ্রু আউট দিস কোভিড সিনারিও এরকম একটা সিনারিও হয়েছে কোভিডে সেটাকে জয় করেছে এন্ড দে আর সত্যি বলা যেতে পারে ফ্রন্ট লাইন ওয়ার্কার্স নো ডাউট ডক্টর নার্সেস এন্ড দ্য ব্যাংক ওয়ার্কার্স মাই গুডনেস হোয়াট excellence they have done and we really need to thank you guys, seriously thank you for making our lives this much Easy.
Absolutely, the unsung heroes, I must say, right? They are the
Ekdom thik.
unsung heroes, and you have made it, and they do not claim it either. I mean, like they've been doing it such amazing, noble service. Thank you so much. I think you deserve a round of applause here. And at this point of time, since Ria have been mentioning a lot, काफी मर्तबा रिया ने कहा है कोविड के बारे में, और इसी कोविड के जलजले में हम बहुत लोगों को खो चुके हैं, ये ऑलरेडी रिया ने बताया, और हमने भी हमारे तरफ से बहुत सारे सदस्यों को भी खोया हुआ है। लेकिन जैसे कि हिंदी में भी कहावत है और फिल्मों में भी बार बार कहा गया है, द शो मास्ट गो ऑन एंड वी हैव टू मूव ऑन। কাৰণ আমাৰ সেই ব্যক্তিজন আমাৰ মাজত নাথাকিব পাৰে, কিন্তু তেওঁৰ কৰ্মৰাজি, তেওঁৰ যিসমূহ কাম, কৰ্মস্পৃহা সেয়া সদায় অমৰ হৈ থাকিব। They may not be there physically amongst us, but their work will always remain immortal. So you always live long. So that's the message. And since most of us know that, you know, though the original head of Bandhan Bank, Shuman Ghoshji and Dedip Halbaji and their families are COVID winners, they contracted the virus, but they overcome it. Most of the people also among the family, they contracted and they overcame it. And what an amazing example that we really need to look up to. So we should not be panic stricken, rather than that उससे क्या करना चाहिए वो सब कुछ हमें सीखना है। और इसी के साथ let me also take the privilege कि हमारे साथ आज be with us towards till the end of the show, because we'll be having Dr. Rakhi Sanyal, who will be giving us amazing inputs, and you know, she will of course resolve many of your queries you must have post-COVID or during COVID or pre-COVID. So you will definitely get all your queries resolved. And now moving on, as I mentioned that most of you are COVID warriors and COVID winners. So they contracted, they overcome it. অসাধাৰণ সময়, কিন্তু তাৰ মাজতো কৰ্ম কৰি যাবই লাগিব, জীৱনটো জীয়াবই লাগিব। So I would now request and I would urge attention of all the people watching us to have a look on the screen, and requesting computer to kindly pan on some of the audio visuals that we have collated to showcase here, and who have shared their experience, the first-hand information here. Let's have a look.
I am Jyotirmoy Sharma. I am heading Maligaon branch in Guwahati West Cluster. First of all, I would like to thank Bajaj Alliance for giving me this opportunity to share my personal experience of being a COVID victim. In the last month, I got COVID infected. I was totally under doctor consultation. During my COVID, I faced some difficulties like body pain, illness, tasteless of food. I took mostly protein-rich food, C, vitamin, zinc for increasing my body immunity. And one thing we should always remember, that health is wealth. If your health is good, then you will be able to do everything in your life. और मैं आप लोग को रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूँगा, जब भी whenever you do your business calls, तो आप लोग हमेशा ये मास्क यूज़ कीजिए, सैनिटाइजर यूज़ कीजिए, और ऑलवेज मेंटेन सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग, क्योंकि ना आप लोगों का हेल्थ अगर अच्छा रहेगा तो आप लोग बिजनेस भी कर पाएंगे। थैंक यू सो मच।
নমস্কার, আমি দেবব্রত দে, ব্রাঞ্চ ম্যানেজার ধূপগুড়ি বন্ধন ব্যাংক, ক্লাস্টার ধূপগুড়ি, রিজন শিলিগুড়ি। আজকে আপনাদের সামনে কটা কথা বলার জন্য আসা, সেটা হচ্ছে যে আপনারা জানেন যে এখন সারা বিশ্বে যে প্যান্ডেমিক সিচুয়েশনটা চলছে কোভিড-19-এর জন্য, আমরা প্রত্যেকেই কম বেশি এটার উপরে ভাবনা চিন্তা করি এবং আমরা কিছুটা হলেও দুশ্চিন্তায় থাকি। আমরা প্রত্যেকে সমস্ত রকমের নিয়ম মেনে চলছি যাতে আমাদের মধ্যে এরকম কোনো মহামারী সংক্রমণ না ঘটে। কিন্তু এত কিছু করা সত্ত্বেও আমি মে মাসে সংক্রমিত হই এবং পাশাপাশি অনেক দুশ্চিন্তা মাথায় আসে যখন জানতে পারি আমি কোভিড পজিটিভ। কারণ আমি এখানে আমার স্ত্রী এবং একটা 4 বছরের মেয়েকে নিয়ে থাকি, কিন্তু কিছু করার নেই, আমাকে তো নিয়মকানুন মেনে চলতেই হবে। সেই জন্য আমি আমার সিএসআরের সাথে কথা বলি এবং ডাক্তারদের পরামর্শ অনুযায়ী আমি মোটামুটি নিজেকে আইসোলেটেড করি, একটা আলাদা ঘরে নিজের সমস্ত জিনিসপত্র আলাদা করে থাকি, যে সমস্ত ওষুধ আমাকে খেতে বলা হয় সেগুলো খাই, নিয়ম মতো ডায়েট ফলো করি এবং প্রচণ্ডভাবে 16-17 দিন ওয়েট করি যাতে আমি আবার জীবনের মূল স্রোতে ফিরতে পারি। সময়টা খুব টাফ, এটা নিয়ে কোনো সন্দেহ নেই, কিন্তু মনের মধ্যে সাহস এবং আত্মবিশ্বাস রেখে আপনাকে এটা করতেই হবে। কারণ আমার 4 বছরের মেয়েও আমার কাছে আসতে পারতো না, ঠিক আছে? কারণ এই রোগের মূল কথা হচ্ছে যে আপনি যাকে সব থেকে বেশি ভালোবাসেন আপনাকে তার থেকে দূরে থাকতে হবে। এবং সেটাই আমার মনে হয় এই রোগের অন্যান্য শারীরিক কষ্ট যাদের কম বেশি হোক না হোক, এই মানসিক কষ্টটা সবাইকেই নিতে হয় যে আমাকে আমার নিজের লোকের থেকে দূরে থাকতে হবে। যাই হোক, 17 দিন বাদে আমি নেগেটিভ হই এবং আমি আজকে আমার কাজ গত 2 মাস ধরে করে যাচ্ছি। আপনাদের সবার সঙ্গে এটাই বলার যে এরকম পরিস্থিতি অনেক সাবধানতা অবলম্বন করলে অনেকের হতে পারে। আমাদের সবসময় এটা চিন্তা করতে হয় যে আমার মাধ্যমে আমার ফ্যামিলি যেন কোনো কারণে সংক্রমিত না হয়, কিন্তু অনেক সময় আমাদের হাজার সচেতনতা সত্ত্বেও, নিয়মাবলী মানা সত্ত্বেও অঘটন ঘটেই যায়। যদি কখনো এরকম অঘটন ঘটে, সবার আগে ভয় পাবেন না, কারণ ভয় পেলে পরে কিন্তু সুস্থতার লক্ষণটা অনেকটাই কমে যায় এবং আত্মবিশ্বাস হারাবেন না এবং এই পরিস্থিতিকে মোকাবিলা করুন। আমরা প্রত্যেকেই ভালো থাকবো। আমি আরেকটা কথা না বললে আমার পুরো বক্তব্যটা অসম্পূর্ণ থেকে যায়। ওই সময়টাতে আমি আমার ব্রাঞ্চের থেকে প্রচুর সাপোর্ট পেয়েছি, কারণ বাড়িতে বাইরের জিনিসপত্র, ওষুধপত্র বা অন্যান্য জিনিসপত্র আমাকে আমার ব্রাঞ্চের লোকেরা খুব সুন্দরভাবে দিয়ে হেল্প করেছেন। এবং আরেকজন আমার যিনি সিএইচ, তিনি প্রত্যেক দিন আমার সঙ্গে কথা বলেছেন ওভার টেলিফোন এবং একটাই কথাই বলেছেন, ভয় পেও না, তাড়াতাড়ি সুস্থ হয়ে কাজে ফেরো। আমি এদের প্রত্যেকের প্রতি যথেষ্টভাবে শ্রদ্ধাশীল এবং কৃতজ্ঞতা জানাচ্ছি। এবং আরেকজন মানুষ যার সাপোর্ট ছাড়া এই যুদ্ধটা আমি কোনোভাবেই জয় করতে পারতাম না, সেটা হচ্ছে আমার স্ত্রী। তিনি আমাকে যথেষ্ট সাপোর্ট দিয়েছেন আমার ফ্যামিলিতে, আমার খেয়াল রাখা, আমার ছোট মেয়ের খেয়াল রাখা, সব তিনি একদম পারদর্শীভাবে করেছেন। ধন্যবাদ তাকেও। এবং আপনাদের প্রত্যেককে একটাই আবেদন যে আপনারা সবাই ভালো থাকুন, সুস্থ থাকুন, কোভিডের যে সমস্ত নিয়ম বিধি আছে সেগুলো মেনে চলুন। এই লড়াই আমরা সবাই একসাথে জিতব। ধন্যবাদ।
নমস্কার, আমি তানিয়া শিকদার দে, মিস্টার দেবব্রতদের ওয়াইফ। আমার হাজবেন্ড বন্ধন ব্যাংক ধূপগুড়ি ব্রাঞ্চের ব্রাঞ্চ ম্যানেজার। সেই সূত্রে আমরা এখন ধূপগুড়িতেই থাকি। তো এই কোভিড পরিস্থিতির মধ্যে আমরা যে একটা টেনশনের মধ্যে দিয়ে যাচ্ছিলাম, কারণ আমার হাজব্যান্ডকে সবসময় ব্যাংকে নানান মানুষের সাথে কথাবার্তা বলতে হয়, কাজের সূত্রে বাইরে যেতে হয়। আমার হাজব্যান্ড যখন বাইরে যায় স্যানিটাইজার, মাস্ক ইউজ করে, বাট তবুও আমরা একটা টেনশনের মধ্যে যাচ্ছিলাম এই পরিস্থিতিতে। এইভাবে কাজ করতে হচ্ছে। তো হঠাৎ করেই একদিন আমরা জানতে পারি যে আমার হাজব্যান্ড কোভিড পজিটিভ টেস্টের মাধ্যমে। তো তখন আমরা প্রচণ্ড পরিমাণে টেনশনে পড়ে যাই যে কীভাবে এই পরিস্থিতির মোকাবিলা আমরা করব। আমার একটা 4 বছরের মেয়ে আছে। তখন আমার হাজব্যান্ড প্রচণ্ড পরিমাণে আমাদের মেন্টালি সাপোর্ট দেয়, বলে যে না, আমাদের এই পরিস্থিতিতে লড়তে হবে এবং পিছিয়ে পড়লে চলবে না, মানসিক জোর রাখতে হবে। 17 দিন উনি আলাদা আইসোলেটেড ছিলেন, সেখানে আমার মেয়েও যেতে পারেনি, বাবার থেকে দূরেই থাকতো। সেই পরিস্থিতিতে ব্রাঞ্চের স্টাফরা আমাদের পাশে সবসময় ছিল। সিএইচ স্যার আমাদের ডেলি খোঁজখবর নিতেন, কীভাবে আমাদের মানসিক জোর বাড়ানো যায় সেটাও আমাদের দেখতেন। তো পরবর্তীকালে আমরা এই যুদ্ধে জয়ী হই এবং আমার হাজব্যান্ড আস্তে আস্তে সুস্থ হয়ে ওঠেন, কাজে যোগ দেন। এখন আমরা সবাই ভালো আছি। আর ব্যাংক যে আমাদের একটা ফ্যামিলি, সেটা আমাদের ব্রাঞ্চ আমাদের ফ্যামিলি, সেটা আমার হাজব্যান্ড সবসময় আমাদের বলতো। তো সেটা আমরা সেই সময় ভালোভাবে বুঝতে পারি যে সত্যি ব্রাঞ্চ আমাদের পাশে সবসময় আছে। এবং আমার হাজব্যান্ডও মানসিক দিক থেকে যেভাবে আমাদের সাপোর্ট দিয়েছে, সেটার জন্যই আজকে আমরা মানসিকভাবে বেরিয়ে আসতে পেরেছি এবং শারীরিকভাবে সুস্থ হয়ে উনি আজকে অফিস জয়েন করেছেন। আমরা বলবো যে এখন আপনারাও সুস্থ থাকুন, ভালো থাকুন এবং সমস্ত কোভিড বিধি মেনে চলুন। এই পরিস্থিতিতে কেউ আপনারা ভয় পাবেন না, মানসিক জোর রাখতে হবে এবং সমস্ত নিয়মকানুন মেনে এই পরিস্থিতি মোকাবিলা করুন।
নমস্কার, আমি রণজিৎ মণ্ডল, গোড়াবাজার ব্রাঞ্চের বিএসসি। আমার বিগত এপ্রিল মাসে কোভিড হয়েছিল। তো সেই সময় আমি কোভিডে খুব সাফার করেছিলাম, খুব অসুস্থ ছিলাম। তো সবাইকে একটাই রিকোয়েস্ট করব, কোভিড থেকে সুরক্ষিত থাকতে গেলে সবাইকে স্যানিটাইজার ব্যবহার করতে হবে, মাস্ক পরতে হবে এবং যতটা পারা যায় সোশ্যাল ডিস্টেন্স মেনটেন করতে হবে। এটা করলেই আশা করি আমরা সবাই ভালো থাকবো, সমাজও সুস্থ থাকবে। অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ।
নমস্কার, আমার নাম নির্মাল্য ব্যানার্জি। আমি বন্ধন ব্যাংকের বহরমপুর ক্লাস্টারে অ্যাজ আ আরওই পোস্টেড আছি। এই কোভিডের যেটা হয়েছিল, আমার এই মাস 2 আগে এপ্রিল মাসে আমি কোভিড আক্রান্ত হয়েছিলাম এবং তার জন্য আমাকে 17 দিন প্রায় বাড়িতে গৃহবন্দী থাকতে হয়েছিল। আমার সাথে আমার মিসেস এবং ছেলেও আক্রান্ত হয়েছিল এবং সেটা একটা খুব অদ্ভুত একটা সময়, খুব মেন্টালি আমরা খুব ভেঙে পড়েছিলাম, কিন্তু মনের জোরে আমরা এটাকে কিন্তু লাকিলি এভরিবডি 3 of us আমরা এটাকে ওভারকাম করতে পেরেছি। তো এটা আমি একটাই সবাইকে বলতে চাই যে এই সময় কোভিডটা মানুষকে খুব মেন্টালি দুর্বল করে দেয়, যেখানে আমরা খুব স্ট্রং ছিলাম, আমাদের ফ্যামিলি ফ্রেন্ডস সবাই আমাদের খুব সাপোর্ট করেছে এবং এইটা করে আমি প্রায় 17-20 দিন বাদে আমি অফিস জয়েন করতে পেরেছি। ইনিশিয়ালি প্রায় 1 মাস অত্যন্ত দুর্বল ছিলাম, রেগুলার মেডিকেশন চলছিল, কিন্তু তার সাথে যেহেতু মনের জোর এবং তার সাথে রেস্ট এবং খাদ্য এই 3টে করে আমি এবং আমার মিসেস ছেলে সবাই এটাকে অতিক্রম করতে পেরেছি। আমি একটাই সবাইকে বলতে চাই যে এটা যদি না হয় তো সবচেয়ে ভালো, কিন্তু যাতে না হয় তার জন্য আমাদের কিন্তু বেসিক প্রিকশনসগুলো এভরি ডে আমাদের মেনটেন করতে হবে। দ্যাট মিনস স্যানিটাইজারের ইউসেজ, মাস্ক পরা, রেস্ট নেওয়া এবং ভালো খাওয়া দাওয়া করা, এইগুলো করলে আমরা ডেফিনেটলি এটাকে ওভারকাম করতে পারবো। এইখানে আমরা আরেকটাও বলার যে বন্ধন ব্যাংকের থেকে আমি যথেষ্ট সাপোর্ট পেয়েছি, কারণ আমাদের একটা অ্যাপোলোর সাথে টাই আপ আছে, যেখানে রেগুলার ডক্টর ফোন করতো, নার্স ফোন করতো, কী ওষুধ খাবে সেইটা নিয়ে আমাকে গাইড করতো। এই সব কিছু মিলেই আমরা আলটিমেটলি ওভারকাম করতে পেরেছি। তো আমি আশা করবো সবাই বেসিক প্রিকশনসগুলো মেনটেন করে যেন দৈনন্দিন জীবন কাটাতে পারে, যাতে আমরা কোভিডটাকে অনেক দূরে রাখতে পারি আমাদের জীবনে। থ্যাংক ইউ।
Thank you so very much, Shri Jyotirmoy Sharma, Devabroto De, Tanya Sikdar De, Ranajit Mondal, and Mr. Nirmala Banerjee for sharing your COVID story. याद रखिए 2 गज दूरी, मास्क है जरूरी, जो हमेशा हम आईडीआर में सुनते रहते हैं, और हाथ साफ जरूर कीजिए, सामाजिक दूरी जरूर बरतना चाहिए हम लोगों को, और जरूरत होने पर ही घर से बाहर निकल ले। यही चीज बार बार हम लोग कहते आ रहे हैं, हमें इसे मानना भी चाहिए। और अंग्रेजी में एक कहावत है, alright, I'll also take this privilege, I'm so sorry that I am a yoga consultant, so हम भी बहुत सारे workshops करते हैं, so there is this thing for office goers, and you people are always busy with your work, I know. So there is this technique called yawn to smile, and you do yawn, right? So I always teach my participants this particular technique. It's a pranayama technique, but we have customized it, और इसे कहते हैं yawn to smile. We all yawn during the, when there is a lack of oxygen flow inside the body, and we yawn during the workplace. तो आप चेयर पे बैठे हो, आप तो yawn तो जरूर करते होंगे। Smile, yawn, smile. This expands your lung and it will improve your oxygen level, and this really works, basically also prescribed by doctors. So yawn to smile, zarur kare. And now it's
so great.
Ria, you should try that too.
অ্যাবসলিউটলি, এরকম আমরা বাড়ি বসেই কত ধরনের কাজ করতে পারি। যখন বাড়ি বসে আমরা ওয়ার্ক ফ্রম হোম করছি, সেখান থেকেই কিন্তু বলা যেতে পারে যে বাড়ি বসেই কিন্তু আমরা কোনো যোগা বা কোনো প্রাণায়াম করতে পারি। ভয় পেলে চলবে না, করোনাকে জয় করতে হবে, সেটাই বলা বাহুল্য।
একদম ঠিক বলছিস রিয়া, my Bangla is also correct, মোটামুটি। All right, now moving on to the another anticipated segment, and this reminds me of the 4 P's mentioned in English: patience, perseverance, perspiration, and persistence. All right, these 4 P's are an important characteristics that are খুব গুরুত্বপূর্ণ বৈশিষ্ট্য সফলতার বাবে। সফল होने के लिए these 4 elements are really, really important, and you have showcased it all, and that's how we bring the second set of awards, and that's the reward we'll be giving on. প্ৰথমটো খিতান আমি আৰম্ভ কৰিব বিচাৰিছো, আৰু আমি এইখিনিতে কম্পিউটাৰ দেখুৱাবলৈ অনুৰোধ জনাম। the GI, the General Insurance Lead Generator category. Computer, please show. Congratulations to all the winners: Kabir Kumar Sinha, Abhijit Das Gupta, Mohammad Shaheen, Arun Sarkar. Many congratulations. Sujesh Satradhaji, Rana De, Taposh Saha. And here comes the name: Shubhankar De Sarkar, Srimanta Mondal, Sunil Kumar Paul. Congratulations to each one of you. lead generator in general insurance, Guwahati region, Urban. And the winners are Judy Singh. Congratulations, Siddharth Dada. Many, many congratulations. Ashish Sharma, Vikas Sharma, Raj Sharma, Vaishali Chakraborty, Niti Bhagavati, ধন্যবাদ শুভেচ্ছা আৰু অভিনন্দন জ্ঞাপন কৰিছোঁ আপোনালোক প্ৰত্যেকগৰাকী বিজয়ী। ৰিয়া, over to you.
Urban, Deep Saha, absolutely have done phenomenal job. Putting with Gorai, Niranjan Biswas, Sandeep Pradhan, marvelous job, no doubt. Monoranjan Dey, Latifa Khatun, Shubroto Das, Gautam Adhikari, Pashpan Malik, Shubham Bhomik, war for abstinence, absolute awesome grab, no doubt on that. Oshadharan guy. The Guwahati region. Ishant Sharma, Nipen Pathak, Hiral Amin, Shafaq Ali, Sunandan Shaha, Himasri Farjana Saiki, Dhananjay Roy. These people, আপনারা অসাধারণ কাজ করেছে, the top generation and congratulations to the winners, all those fans out there.
Top lead generator in general insurance, Siliguri region, rural, small format and new. আৰু এই শিতানৰ যিসকল প্ৰতিযোগী বিজয়ী হয় এয়া হ'ল উৎপল জোৰদাৰ। কংগ্ৰেচুলেশ্যন বিজয় মণ্ডল, শুভঙ্কৰ দে, মিহিৰ মণ্ডল, বাসুদেৱ মোদক, অনুৰাগ দাস, অসীম পল, গোবিন্দ মালাকাৰ, দিলীপ দাস। Congratulations. Wow, that's quite a long list of names and very enthusiastic names, I must say. I'm sure they are very happy to read it out, their own names, and we are equally happy and positive about it. So, Ria, over to you. The next set of awards, I would want you to take the privilege, the GI Branch Category Award.
Can we have the next set of award, please? The top branch in general insurance, Siliguri region. Amargao Dua branch, Jalpaiguri, and what they have done, phenomenal job. এই scenario-তে এরকম কাজ করা সত্যি বলা যেতে পারে all the workers out there, all the frontline workers out there, যারা কাজ করছে, যারা সাহস জুগিয়েছে, সাহস জুগিয়ে কাজ করেছে, সেটা বলাই কাম্য, তাদের hats off, and এরকম কাজ আপনারা করতে থাকুন, এরকম কাজ আপনারা আমাদের দিতে থাকুন। শিলিগুড়ি রিজন একেবারে all the winners out there. The branch of general insurance, Guwahati region. There are some winners out there who have beautiful good and so well. এনারা যদি না থাকতো আর বলাই যেতে পারে যে আজ অনেক they are having best assured they have written and they have delivered their best. That's all of them out there. Congratulations again and again.
Wow, congratulations to each one of you. And top rankers branch category, I think we can have a look at the slide that as well. And we'll move on to the next categories too. Computer, please proceed on to the next slide. The top branch, general insurance of the quarter one, Siliguri region. As the name of the Kumar branch, Kumar Goyal, Siliguri cluster, Mohana. Congratulations on the Guwahati region. Program from Islamic Program and from the Program Cluster Guwahati West North. Congratulations to both the gentlemen. Congratulations once again to all the winners thus far who have displayed amazing performance despite all odds. And now moving on to the following category. যিন অন্যতম শিতান হল সেয়া হল নৱতম শিতানেত্ৰী মিউচুৱেল ফাণ্ড ব্ৰাঞ্চ। আমি সেইখিনি এতিয়া চাব বিচাৰিম। Computer, may we have a look, please? Here's the top branch. Mutual Fund Guwahati region. Despite all odds, you have given amazing showcase, amazing performance. You have exhibited your work really well. Koima branch team and from the Jorhat cluster. Congratulations. And the top branch from Siliguri region in the Mutual Fund category is Vedampur. We would like to mention there's a slight snag here, but Berhampur is the topper. Yes.
Thank you, Manish, for that. Berhampur branch is the topper, and we regret যে এখানে একটু place হয়ে গেছে, and I repeat, they are the toppers, not the second places. That's for sure. Congratulations, Berhampur branch. No doubt of that.
Exactly. Well said, Rian. And now we move on to another category, and that's the SIP branch. And computer, we request you to kindly showcase the slide, please, for our viewers. The branch in SIP Guwahati region. Gives me great gusto in announcing the name. The branches are Agartala and the Agartala South Cluster and Bogota Town from Boingaon Cluster. Urban and semi-urban categories respectively. Congratulations. A branch in SIP Siliguri region, Gorabazar from Berhampur cluster. Again, Berhampur branch, followed by Jargaon from Dhulpuri, Dalurgam from Shantiniketan and Rampur Hat. Urban and semi-urban categories respectively. And what an amazing performance you had. You can see the possibility of achievement, and they have made it amazing. Great work. Many congratulations. Again, we have list a few names for the branches are Alipurduar, Pradhannagar, Siliguri, Dhulpuri, and Suri, and the clusters are Dhulpuri, Siliguri, of course Siliguri again, Dhulpuri and Shantiniketan respectively. In the categories semi-urban, urban, and semi-urban respectively. And their achievements are coming here on screen. Wow, that's great.
Absolutely.
I'm sure each branch and the members and the cluster heads are very happy at this point of time. It indeed calls for a celebration. And yes, of course, without further ado, let us move on to the next category. After this, we have the SIP cluster head.
Yes,
and maybe have a look.
absolutely. Please, Computer G, can you please show the winners out there? Everyone is a winner. Can you please show the name? Well, congratulations goes to the top person that is SIP Siliguri region. Berhampur, Rampur Hat, Dhulpuri, what a marvelous things they have done, what they have done. Walai Baundo, congratulations to all the winners out there.
And of course, we're moving on to the next category. Onyatom hitan here hol mutual fund or cluster head category. Ei hitan ti ami ei muhurtot sabole bicharim. May we have a look? Our cluster head is mutual fund from the Guwahati region. It's the Jorhat cluster. Many congratulations. 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 Even as you are facing a lot of odds, and even after facing all these odds, that did not kind of mar your spirit to work for the institution, or I would say the family that you have been working for. And it's so commendable, amazing, amazing. And let us also take the privilege once again, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone watching us right now, that বহুমূলীয়া মই ক'ব লাগিব দাবীত আমি পুনৰ আমি এই ফোৰামত আমন্ত্ৰণ জনাই সন্মিলনীত আমন্ত্ৰণ জনাব বিচাৰিম আমাৰ দুয়োগৰাকী ৰিজনেল হেড ফ্ৰম অফ কোৰ্স প্ৰথমে মই এইখিনিতে আমন্ত্ৰণ জনাব বিচাৰিম দেৱদীপ ভৰদ্বাজী হুজ ফ্ৰম গুৱাহাটী দ্য ৰিজনেল হেড এণ্ড দেৱদীপ ভৰদ্বাজী আমি সুধিব বিচাৰিম যে আগন্তুক সময়ত আপুনি কি কৰিব বিচাৰিছে what are the way forward during this course of time?
Thank you, Navish. As a banker, obviously I'll stick to banking. So yes, as a team, guys, I think there are 3 angles we have to look at very seriously. One is discipline, as our zonal head has already told us. Second is performance, and third is compliance. And all 3 are linked to one, umbrella that is called as attitude. If our attitude is correct, then all these 3 will fall in place and will be successful in all these 3 angles. Discipline, why? Because we are banker, and we deal with public money, and it is a business of trust. So when public is putting their money, they are investing through us, trusting us, then there is no choice but to become disciplined. So as Zonal has said in his speech, that coming to office on time, leaving office on time, so that we can have a proper work and life balance, and doing job on time. We should not keep anything hanging for others. Okay, so that is one. Compliance, so without compliance we cannot talk, we cannot run the show in banking. So we have to be compliant. And during this pandemic season, where a lot of other issues are running parallelly, we have to be more vigilant. Exactly. So compliance is there, and business that is required to run to fuel business without revenue. So we have said that life insurance business, there is one more issue I want to highlight, that that the renewal premium collection. So I would like to take this opportunity to address the team that somewhere there is an issue. Please address it. Please communicate to all your customers where the renewal premium is due. Please take out some time out of your busy schedule and involve yourself along with the BALIC team to collect the the renewal premium, because that is somewhere we are lagging. So that has to be corrected immediately. Other than that, obviously we talk every day about business and all, those are there, and that has to be taken care of. That is sacrosanct, because without that our existence will be in question. So that is what way forward. Very simple. These 3 things has to be taken care of. One is compliance, one is discipline, and one is the performance. Thank you.
অসাধারণ কথা কিন্তু উনি বললেন, একেবারে খাঁটি কথা, সেটা বলাই যায়। কিন্তু সত্যি যেগুলো দরকার একটা কোন অর্গানাইজেশনে কাজ করতে গেলে, যেই একেবারে ডেডিকেশনটা দরকার লাগে, সেটাই উনি বললেন, and 100% ট্রু। বাট যিনি আমাদের পরের নেক্সট বক্তা আছেন, সে কিন্তু বেশ হি ইজ ওয়ান অফ দোজ লিডার যাকে না বলাই নয়। তাকে যদি আমরা না আনি তাহলে কিন্তু জাস্টিফিকেশন হবে না, সেটাই বলাই যেতে পারে। আপনারা তাকে ভালো করেছেন। হি ইজ নান আদার দেন দ্য ডাইনামিক লিডার সুমন ঘোষ, হু ইজ দ্য শিলিগুড়ি রিজনাল হেড। আমি ওনাকে কিছু প্রশ্ন করবো, ওনাকে একটা প্রশ্ন থাকবো ওনার কাছে, যে কি দরকার লাগে, কেমন ডেডিকেশন দরকার লাগে, স্পেশালি এই কোভিড সিনারিওতে, যদি আমাদেরকে কিছু বলেন স্যার।
Dedication is there in the market. Actually, all staff are really dedicated. We are proud of them. They are otherwise during this pandemic period, we cannot proceed our business. Okay, so they are already dedicated. Dedication যেটা লাগে সেটা হচ্ছে যে যেটা দেবদীপ বললো বা জোনাল হেড যেটা বললেন, সেটা হচ্ছে যে উই শুড বি ডিসিপ্লিনড ডিসিপ্লিন এনাফ, টাইমলি ব্রাঞ্চে আসা, টাইমলি আমার ব্রাঞ্চ থেকে বেরোনো, এবং সুপারভাইজার যারা আছে আমি তাদের বলবো সুপারভাইজাররা সবসময়, সুপারভাইজার ইন দ্য সেন্স বিএইচ, এবিএইচ, সিএইচ, ওকে, তো at the time of entering the branch, the time should be before 9. So this is a dedication and this is also a discipline issue. So I would request all my staff members, please ensure that you all are entering the branch before 9 and immediately log in into the system and mark your attendance. This is very, very vital. Okay. I would also request all supervisor, branch headদের বলবো কোনো অবস্থাতে অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স রেগুলারাইজেশন ডেলি বেসিসে কোনো এমপ্লয়ির যেন না হয়। অ্যাজ এ সুপারভাইজার you have to ensure the same. Otherwise, as a supervisor, you would be questionable from regional office, from head office, how you are regularly regularizing attendance of your subordinate. Okay, so please ensure that this discipline need to bring, this dedication need to bring, and also at the same time ওয়ার্ক লাইফ ব্যালেন্স, যেটা দেবদীপ অলরেডি বলেছে, সেটা মেনটেন করতে হবে আমাদের। সুতরাং আমরা চেষ্টা করব তাড়াতাড়ি ব্রাঞ্চে আসব, কাজটা স্মার্টলি আমরা করে নেব। আমরা কমপ্লায়েন্স ফার্স্ট, কমপ্লায়েন্সে আগে সবকিছু ঠিকঠাক আছে কিনা দেখব। আফটার দ্যাট আমাদের বিজনেসও করতে হবে। উইদাউট কমপ্লায়েন্স কিন্তু বিজনেস করে সেই বিজনেস কোনো দাম নেই এবং সেই বিজনেস রিস্কি বিজনেস। সো ফার্স্ট ইজ কমপ্লায়েন্স, সেকেন্ড ইজ বিজনেস। এটা ডেডিকেটেডলি সবাইকে ফলো করতে হবে। থার্ড হচ্ছে যে আমরা যে বিভিন্ন বিজনেস করছি সেখানে আমাদের কিছু কিন্তু সবাইকে একটা জিনিস খেয়াল রাখতে হবে, দেয়ার মাস্ট নট বি এনি মিস সেলিং, like a selling of a LI product, selling of a general insurance product, or selling of any product of the bank, elite account or a premium account, any product. As an employee, we must ensure there must not be a mis-selling of a single case. Mis-selling কি? আমার কাছে একটা senior citizen has come to the branch. They have come to the branch to make a FD, and our staff convincing him mis-sell করে তাকে একটা লাইফ ইন্স্যুরেন্স বিক্রি করে দিল। This is mis-selling. He had come to the branch to make an FD. He is a senior citizen. Naturally, FD ওনার জন্য সবচেয়ে ভালো ইনভেস্টমেন্ট। তো আমি তাকে যদি ভুল বুঝিয়ে এলআই করিয়ে দিই তাহলে কিন্তু যে স্টাফ করাচ্ছ, he will be solely responsible, and I would request branch manager to look into this. Okay. Similarly, যেটা দেবদীপও বললো আমিও বলি যে আমাদের রিজিয়নে বা জোন 3 অ্যাজ এ হোল আমরা কিন্তু we are facing tremendous challenge in terms of persistency. So persistency, region as a whole, zone as a whole, we are hovering around below 80%. In fact, in some cluster it is below 70% also. So this is really very, very alarming. I would request all my branch manager, all my staffs, all my cluster heads, please devote some time on renewal. Timely renewal is very, very essential. Otherwise, in long run, persistency যদি আমাদের আরো লো হয় তাহলে কিন্তু there would be some issue and some question regarding the sourcing of a business. মানে মিসেল যদি না হয়ে থাকে তাহলে টাইমলি রিনিউয়াল হবে। তো আমাদের ব্রাঞ্চ ম্যানেজারদের বলবো রিনিউয়ালের লিস্ট যেটা আমরা পাচ্ছি আমাদের থার্ড পার্টি পার্টনারদের কাছ থেকে, ইনফ্যাক্ট আমাদের যে টিপিপি আরএসএম আছে সপ্তর্ষি রেগুলার বেসিসে যে ডেটা দিচ্ছে, দে আর প্রোভাইডিং ডেটা টু বোথ দ্য রিজিয়ন। সো অ্যাজ এ ব্রাঞ্চ হেড, proactively we need to get in touch with those customers and requesting them to ensure timely renewal of those policies, be it a health insurance policy, be it is a life insurance policy. So this is very, very important. I request all of you. So this is all dedication. যেটা তুমি ডেডিকেশন বলছিলে, দিস ইজ অল ডেডিকেশন। এই ডেডিকেশন গুলো আমার ছেলেরা যদি টাইমলি সবাই করে তাহলে বিজনেস 100% হবে, আমার কোনো ডাউট নেই সেটাতে। ইনপুট দিলে আউটপুট আসবে। সো দিজ আর অল দ্য ইনপুটস। আমি সবাইকে রিকোয়েস্ট করবো আর কয়েকটা জিনিস আমি বলবো যেটা আমার সমস্ত স্টাফেদের, পারসিস্টেন্সি বা আমরা টাইমলি রিনিউয়াল এগুলো নিয়ে তো বললাম, আরেকটা যেটা আমাদের খুব ইম্পর্টেন্ট ক্রাইটেরিয়া, এবং আই উড লাইক টু থ্যাংক অল অফ ইউ, অল দ্য স্টাফ মেম্বার্স অফ জোন 3 অ্যাজ এ হোল, দ্যাট this is the first time as a zone, as a region also, we stood number 1 in terms of affluent acquisition. তো আমি সবাইকে রিকোয়েস্ট করব যে আমরা রুরাল সেন্ট্রিক রিজিয়ন, আমরা ভাবতাম যে আমাদের এখানে অ্যাফ্লুয়েন্ট হয় না, আমাদের এখানে এলিট অ্যাকাউন্ট হয় না, আমাদের এখানে প্রিমিয়াম অ্যাকাউন্ট হয় না, কিন্তু ইট ইজ ডুয়েবল, আমরা করে সেটা দেখিয়েছি। আমি সবাইকে রিকোয়েস্ট করব আরো বেশি করে অ্যাফ্লুয়েন্ট অ্যাকাউন্ট অ্যাকুইজিশনে সবাই কনসেন্ট্রেট করো। এবং যেটা দুটো ক্যাম্পেইন আমরা লঞ্চ করেছি, নাম্বার 1 ইজ 10 ka dam, this would be continuing till 9th of this month. Another one is Laksha for elite acquisition. So both these campaign, all resources must be active, all branch must be active, and actively participation, wholehearted participation by all employees should be ensured. And I would like to see all the branches are ensuring that they all are achieving this 10 ka dam and Laksha target. So thank you.
Thank you so very much, sirs, for your valuable feedback and input. And Ria, wouldn't it be a great remiss अगर हम यहाँ पे और एक leader को अगर ना बुलाएं, because
Exactly.
that will be like really
আরেকজনকে আমরা মিস করছি, সেটা হলো মিস না, আমার মনে হয় যারা দেখছো, যারা দেখছেন তারা কিন্তু মিস করছে, আর তারা চাইছেও, আমার সেটাই মনে হয়, তুমি যেটা বললে না বিশ।
Exactly. So let's take the privilege and call upon once again our very favorite and very lovable personality, the zonal head, Nilanjan Jharia ji, to kindly grace and deliver us words of wisdom.
Okay, good evening once again to each one of you. And sorry, I was not in the call for about last half an hour, because I had to attend one Government of India call. Some meeting was there, same in web. I was just listening to Suman, and he was talking about affluent relationship, elite relationship, premium relationship. I think what Suman was trying to tell all of us, that if we believe in ourselves, if we think that we can do something, nobody can stop us. I always talk about Randa Bryant's one book called Secret, that in your mind, if you always talk about something, be it positive or negative, it has to happen. So when you talk about positive things, that I am going to achieve it, I think nobody can stop it. So my only request to each one of you, we have started the journey of elite relationship. We have started the journey of affluent relationship. By 9th, I requested each one of you to be activate yourself as an employee. And I know each of the branch head here in this call will make sure that every one of their staffs are getting activated themselves in elite relationship, because this will go far away. Be it your overall performance for the year, be it your performance in terms of other product cross-sell. Because when you onboard a quality account, that one account throughout the year can give you multiple business opportunity. Never forget that always good accounts pay you much higher dividend than when you source not a good account. My few points, as I already said to each one of you, I don't know whether this forum is getting a little monotonous or not, because I want to see more and more faces, more and more names. I've seen, Bardwali branch in entire Northeast. Bardwali branch became tallest branch in terms of elite acquisition for the entire quarter. I just forgot Siliguri cluster. I think Siliguri branch is the total highest number of accounts in terms of elite. Those gives lot of success, and lot of confidence to me also, that there in the field there are strong leaders in place who can deliver whatever is asked for. And that is why, again reinforcing the same thing, that when I'm saying that doubling the book is the dream of Zone 3, it is only possible when this kind of fighting firecracker attitude all of you can carry with you. I have a lot of new cluster heads who have joined me this time. From 14 clusters, we became 19 clusters now. Why? And became 19 cluster means less number of branches one cluster head will handle, so that they can take care of many more business. Asset is one business which is going to play a big role this time. Profitability, if I talk about, the first and foremost product comes TPP, third party product, be it life insurance, general insurance, health insurance, and the most another important product is your asset product, your SME, wherever it is possible, wherever it is available, please make sure your branch do those businesses, because those businesses will help you to earn profit for the branch. And as a whole branch, whenever you are becoming profitable, the scope and the chance of getting highlighted as one of the best branch is always immense. We have just completed our appraisal process, and appraisal process is such that dil mange more types. Whenever you got your appraisal process, we all have, because we are human beings, we all always after appraisal, a dil mange more attitude always come. And I think that's the best attitude we should have. Because if we don't ask, that from your heart, if that thing is not coming, the dil mange more, how do you, think about this financial year, how to grow more, whatever, that small gaps were there, you should fulfill those gaps now. And that is my request to each one of you. Dil mange more should be the attitude. Double book should be the attitude. And dil mange more hoga, so double book hoga. Thank you very much. And let's begin the program once again.
Thank you so very much, sir, for your encouraging words of wisdom. I think this is really, a life lesson tip to each one of you. Thank you to all the three shares for coming in once again and, gracing us. It's a sheer pleasure. And again, I would say this has been a very valuable input. And okay, Ria, you're smiling. So I would like to ask you, you're looking really smart in this outfit. So how smart are you, Ria?
Oh my God. Now that's a question and I would like to answer. Yes, I'm quite smart, definitely. And I have made myself নিজের জীবনেও কিছু smartness involve করেছি কেন through digitally also. Absolutely ঠিক। এবার যারা দেখছেন তারা ভাবছেন যে what is it all about? As because COVID-19 আমাদের লাইফ পুরো 360 ডিগ্রি চেঞ্জ করে দিয়েছে। And 360 degree যখন চেঞ্জ করে দিয়েছে, physical, social distancing and getting jabbed and taking vaccination is a major thing. কিন্তু তার সাথে সাথে life never stops. Life goes on. আর ঠিক সেখানেই আসে, সত্যি কথা বলতে ঠিক সেইখানেই আসে এই ডিজিটাল ব্যাপারটা। Ekdom, Bajaj Alliance's Smart Assist feature. What a marvelous thing they have done, no doubt. But there's a question. Nabish, do you know what is Smart Assist feature? Are you aware of it?
All right, Ria, let me also take this chance. All right, this particular, futuristic tool, which is of course launched by Bajaj Alliance Life Insurance Company, इन्होंने बहुत ही अच्छा एक futuristic tool का इन्होंने विमोचन किया है, and that's Smart Assist. और जो बनेगा आप सभी का virtual assistant, जैसे रिया ने कहा है, जहां आपको मिलेगा real time expert advice और ऊपर से remote form filling का जो assistance वो भी है आपके साथ, transparent है और secure भी है। मतलब दुनिया के किसी भी कोने में आप हो, बिना झिझक के, बिना झंझट के आप अपना काम आसानी से कर सकते हैं। और सबसे अच्छी बात ये है कि इस डिजिटलाइजेशन के युग में हर कोई डिजिटल हो रहा है, हर कोई ऑनलाइन आ रहा है। सिर्फ युवा पीढ़ी ही नहीं, बच्चे हैं, उनके माता पिता, और साथ ही साथ सबसे आदरणीय जो चीज है वो है बुजुर्ग। The senior citizens have also kind of acclimatized themselves to this digital platforms and they are using it. And here comes Bajaj Alliance का Smart Assist, which is an amazing tool. And at this point of time ये तो हम जरूर बता सकते हैं कि फिजिकल कॉन्टैक्ट को दूर रख के सामाजिक दूरी को बरतने के साथ साथ आसानी से बहुत सब कुछ काम आपका ये स्मार्ट असिस्ट के जरिए हो सकता है। And again, Ria, we must have to congratulate और अभिनंदन करना चाहूँगा श्री नीलांजन झाड़िया जी को और साथ ही साथ देवती भरद्वाज जी को और सुमन घोष जी को भी, जिन्होंने इस नए तकनीक को बहुत ही अच्छे तौर से इन्होंने अनुकूलन किया है, बहुत ही अच्छे तरह से इन्होंने अनुकूलन किया है। बहुत बहुत बधाई। और साथ ही साथ ये हम भूल नहीं सकते ये बताने के लिए कि गुवाहाटी और सिलीगुड़ी जो रीजन है, जो ये जोन 3 के कोर है, इन्होंने बहुत ही अच्छा, they are the toppers in this particular technique and usage. Many congratulations to all of them, and for this great work, for going digitalization way forward. And of course, अब हम आपको दिखाना चाहेंगे वो एक स्पेशल वीडियो, जिसका आई थिंक बता दूं क्या कि इनका ब्रांड एम्बेसडर कोई और नहीं, बहुत ही पॉपुलर एक्टर आयुष्मान खुराना है। लेट्स हैव अ लुक एट दिस पर्टिकुलर वीडियो।
मेरा नेव्यू बंटी अकेले साइकिल चलाने से घबराता है, तो उसका एक्सपर्ट चाचू का कम आएगा। साथ साथ चलाएंगे और डर को भगाएंगे। स्मार्ट ना, जैसे बजाज आलियांज लाइफ स्मार्ट असिस्ट, जो आपको इंश्योरेंस एक्सपर्ट के साथ कनेक्ट करे और स्क्रीन शेयरिंग पे प्लान डिटेल से लेकर फॉर्म भरने तक सारा काम चुटकियों में कर दे। स्मार्ट ना, आज ही बिना मिले मिलकर स्मार्ट असिस्ट स्क्रीन शेयर के साथ पॉलिसी खरीद लो, लाइफ गोल्स पूरे कर लो। समझो हो गया।
तो आज ही बिना मिले मिलकर काम खत्म कर लेते हैं। सच्ची में what a dialogue Ayushman has given, no doubt. Hats off to the smart assist feature for making our lives this much easy. এত easy life সেটা বলাই বাহুল্য। Thanks to the leaders যারা এই ফিচারটাকে এনেছে, and আমাদের লাইফ সত্যি কথা ডিজিটালি যে হ্যাসল ফ্রি করে দিয়েছে সেটা বলাই যেতে পারে। Now the next category যেটা এই ইভিনিং এর ওয়ান অফ দ্য শান বলাই যেতে পারে, সেটা হলো দ্য R&R category, or সেই ক্যাটাগরিতে we would like to call upon the leader, two leaders actually, the Mr. Ratul Chakraborty, Guwahati, and we would like to call upon Shantini Ghosh, the zonal head of Bajaj Allianz Group.
Namaskar. Good evening and a warm welcome once again from my end to the entire Zone 3. Here we are, after 2 months of delay, we are celebrating the much awaited Umang, Aapke Hausle Ka Tyohar. अब तक हम सुन रहे थे हमारे beloved leaders, Mr. Nilanjan Jharia, Mr. Devdi Bharadwaj and Mr. Suman Ghosh को। हमने देखा जो जिनके हौसले का त्योहार हम आज मना रहे हैं उन सारे विनर्स को। लेकिन जैसे कि हमारे बिलावेड जोनल हेड ने अभी कहा कि ये दिल मांगे मोड़, तो हमारे बीच कुछ ऐसे लोग हैं जिनको हम सिर्फ एक कोई पैरामीटर में एक्सीलेंट, कोनो একটা পার্টিকুলার ইন্ডিকেটরে এক্সিলেন্ট আমরা বলতে পারি না। দে আর an epitome of overall excellence to do actually the honors of a very special segment which is called the cluster head nomination, who are actually the personal example of a dil mange more. As the zonal head said just now, we actually wanted to have our permanent let's say the host of Siliguri region, Mr. Shobhik Ghosh, but because of some technical issue, because of the branch where he is today, so we will have myself and the Ratul Chakravarti from Guwahati region to do the honors of a segment which is specially close to the heart of all the cluster head, the supervisors who watch you closely, put in day out efforts. We will quickly move on to a cluster head nomination segment. Before that, we will request Mr. Ratul Chakravarti to share a little bit of what this cluster head nomination is. Yes, Ratul da, most welcome and over to you.
Yeah, good evening, sir, and good evening, all my colleagues. We have been, since this pandemic time, it was very difficult because every employee in the cluster, every employee in the region has put their best of effort. सबने अपना बेस्ट एफर्ट दिया, बेस्ट एफर्ट देके सबने परफॉर्म किया। तो हमारे लिए बहुत डिफिकल्ट टास्क था कि हम लोग आइडेंटिफाई करें कौन एम्प्लॉय ने अच्छा किया, कौन एम्प्लॉय ने अच्छा नहीं, nobody has done अच्छा नहीं किया, everyone has given their best. तो we got a nomination of around 40, पर फाइनली हमने इतना लंबा चौड़ा लिस्ट हो जाता है बोल के we had to cut it short. And ultimately, after doing a lot of brainstorming, we generally finalized few of the candidates. मैं यही कहना चाहता हूँ, ऑलरेडी नीलांजन सर हैज टोल्ड कि दिल मांगे मोर, because all these people who had contributed, I would just put them in two lines in Hindi from a famous movie. uh, दिलों में तुम अपनी बेताबियां लेके चल रहे हो तो जिंदा हो तुम, नजर में ख्वाबों में बिजलियां लेके चल रहे हो तो जिंदा हो तुम. I think this is the best quote for all those people who have done their fantastic job. And now I request the computer screen to just show their names. We have Siddharth Daga, BSM, Rangerkhadi from Silchar cluster. We have Subhajit Bani from BSM Batwali branch, Papan Mahanta, CRO Balurghat branch. We have Indrajit Acharji, ABH Bardwali branch. We have Ratnaraj Singha Chaudhary from Taylor Agartala branch. Ardendu Kumar Sarkar, CRO, Dhupguri branch. We have Uttam Kumar Mondal, CRO, Digram branch. We have Ravi Shankar Mishra, SSC, Paikpara branch. We have Rajiv Devnath, SSC, Vishalgarh branch. We have Ghulam Mausam, Senior Sales Executive, Notunpara branch. We have Devabrata Hazra, ABH.
Galurban branch. Okay, we both want to actually congratulate. There is so much of excitement between me and Ratul. Okay, I'll carry on, Ratul. Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am.
Sanjeev Haldar we had. After that, we have Dinesh Dakwa at ABH from Maya Cluster Kokrajhar branch, Florida Damari from CRO branch, Guwahati cluster. After that, we have Smartling Hemant Kumar Das from Dibrugarh branch, ABH Dibrugarh cluster. Mithun Bhomik, BSM Lekumi branch, Agartala North cluster. And then we have Ornav Kham, BSM Jorhat branch, cluster Jorhat. And we have Mithun Das, Dalmaiguri cluster. I missed the branch, Obidit Dash Gupta, Shiliguri branch, Shiliguri cluster. And that's all. Mithun Bhomik was from Lekumi branch and Mithun Das was from Kamravada branch. I missed the branches out of my excitement of mentioning the names of whom ye dil mange more for the whole zone. Thank you very much, Ratul da, and heartiest congratulations to all this 19 finest winners जिनको cluster head ने खुद चुन के nominate किया है, जिनके हौसले का त्योहार हम उमंग में आज मना रहे हैं और आगे भी मनाएंगे. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Rahul Chakraborty and Shayantani Ghosh for doing the honors, no doubt, and congratulations to all those যাদের যাদের নাম mention করা হয়েছে, যাদের যাদের নাম ওনারা mention করলেন. এবার over to you, Nabish. Nabish will have to say something important, no doubt of that.
Thank you so much, Ria. And yeah, আমি এইখিনিতে ক'ব লাগিব যে প্ৰতিষ্ঠানৰ যি মানদণ্ড সেয়া সদায় উচ্চ কৰি ৰখা, কৰ্মীবৃন্দক সদায় উৎসাহ যোগোৱা আৰু লগতে গ্ৰাহকক সন্তুষ্ট কৰা আৰু সুন্দৰভাৱে পৰিচালন কৰি আহে কেইগৰাকীমান ব্যক্তি আৰু সকলোৱে বৰঞ্চ কৰে, কিন্তু কেতিয়াবা মুৰব্বী কিছুমান থাকে, কিছুমান শাখাৰ তেওঁলোকে যথেষ্ট কাম কৰে আৰু তেওঁলোকৰ সদায় আমি শলাগ লওঁ, সদায় প্ৰশংসা কৰোঁ প্ৰত্যেকগৰাকীকে দেই. পিছে এইখিনিতে সময় হ'ল আমি পৰিচয় কৰাই দিব বিচাৰিম আৰু অনুৰোধ computer to showcase our achievers and super achievers, the branch heads, and I'm sure they have something to say, and I'm like really excited to listen and look to what they have to say at this point of time.
Good evening, colleagues. I feel privileged to stand in front of you and to share the little success of Gantok branch. First of all, before I share, I would like to thank our zonal head Nilanjan sir, our regional head Suman sir, for the support, encouragement and faith on me. Secondly, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our cluster head Amitabh sir for his constant support, encouragement and guidance, which helped a lot in this pandemic situation, and without his guidance we wouldn't have achieved this. To start with, the secret, it's we as a team. We as a team have planned and created firm blueprint as how and where to accomplish the target as set. With the advent of second wave of pandemic, as whole of nation fell prey to it, lockdown, closes of business establishment and even government offices from where bulk business were expected closed. People were reluctant to meet. But as someone rightly said that we can't choose our destiny, but we can choose our future. It was upon us to sit back and wait or to fight back and build the business. We as a team started connecting with customer regularly, help them in providing banking solution at ease. The trust, the comfort, the connect with the customer gradually help us. As the time the restrictions were lowered, we went to new HNI customers like chartered accountant, doctors, retired government officials and top government officials, others for the new fund and account. Hopefully and touchwood, we as a team are getting result, and in coming days we as a Gantok branch want to sign more. Last but not the least, I want to thank my entire Gantok team from the core of my heart for their hard work and the commitments, without which I wouldn't have been speaking in front of you all. Thank you.
A very warm good evening to respected Zonal Lecturer, Regional Lecturer, Cluster Lecturers, my dear fellow branches and other colleagues from the branches and the BELIC team present here today. At the very outset, I would like to thank my Regional Lecturer for giving me this opportunity to present my branch and talk about the best practices followed in my branch in front of you all. As you all know, we are going through a very difficult phase in our lives due to this pandemic COVID-19. We bankers, being one of the frontline warriors against this pandemic, we are constantly putting ourselves in danger, but still not hesitating to serve our customers and public at large. But as they say, every challenge brings a host of opportunities. I think this pandemic has also given us a set of new opportunities. To avert this pandemic and the SOPs set by the government, footfalls in our branches have gone down drastically in the last couple of months, and consequently, our staffs are having more time to engage with our customers in a more meaningful way. Our top management has also shown us directions from time to time and has rolled out various drives to engage with our customers. At Zoo Road branch, we have stuck to the basics and has always strived to touch base with more and more customers as a part of this outreach program and tried to make the bonding more stronger. These deepened relationships are further leveraged to generate business from our customers, and these have indeed yielded results. I am also confident that what we have achieved today is just the beginning and bigger results will follow in the days to come. To sum it up, what we have achieved is through reaching out to more and more customers, engage with them, revive the lost relationships, deepen the existing relationships, and make us the primary banker to our customers, and of course always provide best of the services. With this, I would like to conclude and thank you all once again for listening to me.
Hi, this is Gitanshu Chaudhary, branch head of Bardwali branch of Agartala South Cluster. I had joined in this bank in the month of March 21, and after joining, I first got the news of contest Umang and took decision to drive the contest in my branch. And ultimately, we did more than 17 lakh life insurance in the month of April and May. During pandemic, it was not so easy to get the opportunity as maximum of the customers was not allowing us to meet them. So then we started doing telephonic call, and with the help of Smart Assist app, we have converted most of the cases. Even we collected 100% renewal premium also from the customer for this particular 2 months. We have faced lots of trouble during collection also. We took the pain to re-explain the product features to customers and got succeeded of 100% collection. Renewal collection is very important to get all the benefits of life insurance for customers as well as for the bank perspective also. In conclusion, I would like to tell everyone that the common mantra for getting this success was possible as each of my staff member, each of my branch member has given effort with full enthusiasm and zeal to get this done. Thank you all my dear colleagues. Wish you a great year ahead. Thank you.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद और आप सभी अचीवर्स और सुपर अचीवर्स का हार्दिक अभिनंदन किया जाता है। आपने कहा है कि बहुत सारे दुख दर्द के बाद, सहने के बाद भी आप लोग पीछे नहीं हटे और बहुत अच्छी तरह से काम किया, और इसी वजह से हम हार्दिक अभिनंदन देना चाहेंगे आप सभी को और आपके सारे कर्मियों को भी। और अभी आगे बढ़ते हैं रिया, एंड लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट, another most awaited segment of our award, and let us begin with the life insurance lead generator category। আৰু এই শিতানত যিসমূহ বিজয়ী হৈছে সেই আমি এতিয়া কম্পিউটাৰ স্ক্ৰীনত আপোনালোকক দেখুৱাম। Top 10 lead generator in overall life insurance from the Siliguri region urban category are Sunil Kumar Kaur, Sudipta Kaur, Prabir Kumar Sinha, Surajit Datta, Manoj Pradhan, Abhijit Das Gupta, Lakshit Lepka, Swadesh Burman, Madhusudan Giri, Sanjeev Halda. Congratulations to each of you. हार्दिक अभिनंदन किया जाता है आप सभी का। Here are the top 10 lead generator in overall life insurance Guwahati region urban: Dipankar Bhattacharya, Mithun Maube, Tanmoy Das, Hemanta Kumar Das, Indrajit Acharji, Harsha Mohanta Borguhai, Florida Doimari, Navitas Begum Washma, Indroni Chetia, Liti Bhagavati। বহু শুভেচ্ছা আৰু অভিনন্দন জ্ঞাপন কৰিলোঁ, শুভবাৰ্তা জ্ঞাপন কৰিলোঁ আপোনালোক সকলোগৰাকী। Top 10 lead generator in overall life insurance Siliguri region semi-urban Raju Mojumdar, Shiv Shankar Saha, Shantu Devnath, Devobrato Hajra, Arno Ghosh, Shomin Pukane, Nihar Burman, Ajit Kumar Vishwas, Gautam Sankita Bhattacharya, Niladri Shaha। बहुत बहुत बधाई आप सभी को और अभिनंदन किया जाता है आप सभी का। Top 10 lead generator in overall life insurance Guwahati Semi Urban category, and the winners are Ranakosh Roy, Madhav Bhumik, Mumtaz Begum, Nurul Amin, Radhika Saha, Deepak Pawan, Alpha Bhutindura, Saha, Amal Mojumdar, Mamik Anurag Burma. Many congratulations. Commendable job by each one of you. Congratulations to all the winners. Here comes the list of the top 10 lead generators in overall life insurance Siliguri region rural, small format and rural category, and the district development who are the winner. Congratulations, Mithun Das, Ashok Roy, Nitai Shukridhar, Partha Prasad, Sunil Kanti Das, Devanjan Datta Chaudhary, Saurav Mojumdar, Krishna Sarkar, Pooja Kesari. Amazing, congratulations. And here comes the list. Top 10 lead generator in overall life insurance Guwahati region J. E. Dhardin and Deepak Sahu. Congratulations to you, Sanjay Das, Anupam Saikra. Congratulations. Mintu Dev Sharma and Bhaskar Kunwal, Rahul Singh, Young Vijay Chandra Sinha, Vishnu Saha, Dipesh Sharma. Congratulations to each one of you. Indeed, a time of celebration against all odds. You made it. Congratulations. Amazing job. Commendable job by each one of you. Congratulations. And without an inch of a delay, let's proceed on to the next category, the LI branch category. And I would not like to delay, right, Ria? So let us proceed on to that slide as well. Computer, kindly done. Top branch in overall life insurance Siliguri region urban. here are the list, and here's the announcement I'm going to make. Rampur Gorabazar branch, Siliguri, South Siliguri branch, Jalpaiguri Darjeeling branch. Congratulations. Branch in overall life insurance, Guwahati region urban. And here's the name. Agartala South, Borduali branch. Agartala North, Lake Shamani branch. Dibrugarh, first Dibrugarh branch, and Guwahati East, Kilpipuri branch. Congratulations. I'm sure you must be elated at this point of time. Now branch in overall life insurance, Siliguri region. With great enthusiasm, let me take the privilege of announcing senior categories. Nandini Daburganj branch, Siliguri Shivmandir branch, Nandini Puri branch, Nandini Shantiniketan branch, and another from same Shantiniketan Sangya branch, Jihad Convent branch, Rampur Hat branch, Siliguri Bhagdogra branch, Jalpaiguri Kusham branch, and Jihad State Party Jihad branch. Congratulations! I'm speaking of tired announcing the news of the winners. So the great optimism. Your branch in overall life insurance, Guwahati Region, urban. And here's the winner, Agartala South, Ranilgaon branch, Bongaigaon, Borpatali branch, Agartala South, Kandhaltali branch, Bongaigaon, Kokrajhar branch, Guwahati West, Bombay branch, and Dibrugarh Nahakotia branch. Congratulations! Top branch in overall life insurance, new, and here's the winner, Jalpaiguri, Chandra branch, Berhampur, Pudupara branch, Kalapati branch, Jalpaiguri, Hyderabad branch, and Digamhar branch from Bhojihar, Bhujpuri, Hamidganj branch, and Bhojihar, Kanalgani, Napadari branch, Siliguri, Panikansi branch, and Jalpaiguri, Hamar, Kutai branch. Wow, congratulations. The branch in overall life insurance, Guwahati region, there's the list. Dibrugarh, Gangan branch, Agartala North, Kuchindrai branch, Agartala North, Maharashtra branch, Dibrugarh, Kolai branch, Bongaigaon Salamkapara branch, Agartala North, Kalyanpur branch, Agartala South, Kalamura branch, Dibrugarh, Jamaguri Hat, Jorhat branch, Dibrugarh, Khuntai branch, Jorhat, Ramta branch. Congratulations. Well, that was quite a list. Riya, over to you.
Yes, absolutely, no doubt. Congratulations, congratulations to the achievers and the super achievers. No doubt, এতজন মানুষ তাদের hard work, dedication, তাদের এত ভালোবাসা সেটা বলাই বাহুল্য. They have done marvelous in their field, and we congratulate them again and again and again, especially a COVID scenario-তে বলাই যেতে পারে. এইবার যার আসার কথা সে কিন্তু এসে গেছে, তার জন্য আপনাদেরকে ধৈর্য ধরতে হবে. But we would like to call upon Shantini Ghosh, who is the zonal head of Bajaj Allianz Life Insurance Company, for announcing the top rank holders.
Hello once again. So thank you very much, Riya and Navish. We saw the top achievers of LI category. The computer, I'd request you, we have seen the names. हमने अभी नाम देख लिया है top category के सारे branches का. थोड़ा 1 minute के लिए, can we also see the faces, the snaps of the top achievers across all categories, both the regions? Computer, yes, can we have the images, please? achiever branches of Achiever Region Shiliguri and Achiever Region Guwahati. Congratulations once again to the branch heads who have navigated through this tough time. इतने गहरे dark time में आप लोग बार बार हर बार उजाला बन के हम लोगों के दिल में उमंग जगाए रखते हो. Thank you very much for that, all of you from Guwahati and Shiliguri region. अभी आखिरी सेगमेंट जो है हम क्लस्टर हेड एक्सीलेंस सेगमेंट में मूव करेंगे, लेकिन उससे पहले आप लोगों को बता दे ऑन पॉपुलर डिमांड, जैसे कि YouTube जो हमारा चल रहा है लाइव, वहां पे तो आप लोग लिख रहे हो, प्लस एट द सेम टाइम मोबाइल में भी हम लोगों को भेज रहे हो. ऑन पॉपुलर डिमांड द 3 captains and the leaders of the zone, Mr. Nilanjan Jharia, Devdi Bharadwaj and Sumay Ghosh would definitely have a closure of the conference address. लेकिन उसके बाद आप लोग प्लीज कहीं मत जाइएगा. जैसे कि आप लोगों को पता है हम लोग एक छोटा सा सेगमेंट किए थे कुशल कवच, a safety cover for all of you. उसके तहत हम लोगों ने क्या किया था, we have sent across रिक्वेस्ट टू ऑल ऑफ यू कि अभी सेकेंड वेव चल रहा है, हम लोग थर्ड वेव के कगार में खड़े हैं. वी आर जस्ट स्टैंडिंग एट द एडवेंट ऑफ थर्ड वेव. वी हैड 47 क्वेश्चंस ऑफ ऑल ऑफ यू, ऑल द ब्रांच स्टाफ एंड ब्रांच हेड, जिसको हमने छोटा कर टोटल 8 क्वेश्चन में समेटा है, क्योंकि रिपीट क्वेश्चन बहुत है. तो हम लोगों ने हमारे बीच में मोस्ट एस्टीम्ड, प्रेस्टिजियस एंड वी आर वेरी वेरी ऑनर्ड कि हमारे साथ जुड़ जाएंगे कुछ देर में, जस्ट इमीडिएटली आफ्टर 10 मिनट्स, फ्रॉम द प्रेस्टिजियस AMRI Hospital of Salt Lake, Kolkata. We will have our very very dear and revered Dr. Rakhi Sharnal joining and answering all the questions of all our branch head and branch resources friends which have been sent to us. 47 questions आप लोगों ने भेजा है, लेकिन समय बहुत कम है और रिपीट क्वेश्चंस था, तो उन सवालों को हमने समेट के 8 सवाल कर राखी जी को पूछेंगे और immediately after the closure of conference she will address to those queries for the coverage of your kushal, that is for your wellness cover. So now, without much ado, let me congratulate the cluster heads for BALIC Excellence. Yes, can we have the name? BALIC Excellence top clusters are from Shiliguri region. We have Jalpaiguri, Shantiniketan and Shiliguri cluster. From Guwahati region, jointly we have Agartala North, Agartala South, and at number 2 we have jointly once again Guwahati East and Dibrugarh. This is Q1 performance of BALIC Excellence. Heartiest congratulations to all the winners. Thank you very much, computer. Now I am also actually requesting once again, हम लोग न्यू बिजनेस या फिर कोई भी पैरामीटर हो, जैसे कि अभी अभी हमने सुना है स्मार्ट असिस्ट. वन सेकेंड, आई एम जस्ट एडजस्टिंग माय कंप्यूटर. अभी ब्रांच नया है, सो ओके. सो एम आई विजिबल? नो, just give me a while. I'm actually taking more screen space. Okay, so for persistency, as the zonal head and as Devdeep ji and Shumanda has also requested, we are also requesting the same thing, that for persistency, both Shiliguri and Guwahati region, we have to remember कि जो ये persistency है, ये एक quality indicator है, ना कि ये revenue का एक जरिया है, but this is also a quality indicator. So on my behalf, I am also re-emphasizing कि अगर हम और आप, हमारा और आपका टीम एक साथ जुड़ के persistency को भी 80% एंड अबव में ले जा सके, जो परसिस्टेंसी अभी बहुत ही कम है. हालांकि ये उमंग और होप का एक प्लेटफॉर्म है, लेकिन इसी में मैं दिखाना चाहूंगी कि परसिस्टेंसी में हम लोग बहुत ही पीछे हैं और हम उम्मीद और उमंग ये रखते हैं कि बाय नेक्स्ट उमंग मीट आवर परसिस्टेंसी विल बी एट 80%. कंप्यूटर, कैन वी हैव अ लुक एट द परसिस्टेंसी स्लाइड फॉर बोथ द रीजन्स प्लीज? It is topped by Agartala South only at 70% for Guwahati region. Rest all the clusters we are still at below 60%. I'm requesting all the cluster heads and they will be present here, as he just said and as you all just agreed, that let's get together and excel and super excel in persistency also. Let's move to Shiliguri. In Shiliguri, it is topped by Baharampur cluster only at 69%. Rest all the clusters are below 67%. So next time we are having and wishing to have bigger confetti for 80% plus persistency in Shiliguri region also. And thank you very much in advance for the support. Okay, the computer was not advised to not clap here, but it went ahead and clapped in advance. Thank you. Can we have a look at the overall business excellence clusters in both the regions now? Yes, top cluster of both the regions now. Computer, let's have a look at overall LI excellence, taking together all the partners in both the regions. Yes, computer, over to you. Yes, overall business excellence for Q1, we have cluster head Abhay Kumar leading Dibrugarh from Guwahati region. Bravo, brilliant. Well done, the entire team of Dibrugarh. Next, we move to Shiliguri region topper for Q1 in overall LI business excellence. We have Jalpaiguri cluster led by Amitavo and the entire team. Heartiest congratulations to Amitavo and the entire team of Jalpaiguri for overall business excellence of LI in Q1. Thank you very much, computer. That's all we have as far as the R&R is concerned. Thank you very much for being a loving and a very, very patient audience. And now I would once again request Mr. Nilanjan Jariat, our beloved zonal head, Mr. Shuman Ghosh, the ever dynamic Shiliguri regional head, and Mr. Devdi Bharadwaj, the impactful regional head of Guwahati region, to please come together and close the conference before we move to Dr. Rakhi Shanwal. Yes, computer, over to you for the switch.
Yes, of course. We would like to once again welcome on this particular virtual forum and platform, Sri Nilanjan Jharia ji, and of course, Devdi Bharadwaj ji and Shuman Ghosh ji. Please do the closure and the needful. Thank you so very much.
Okay, so Suman and Devdi, why don't you start?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. With your permission, it was a very good, evening. After so much of time, we at least, although virtually, but we got connected finally. And I'm sure this is only the starting. And as pandemic going off, gradually we'll be meeting personally. Also, we'll have a lot of fun in schedule. We have a lot of fun in pendings. So we'll do those things also. We have everything in store. And obviously, sir, this event should act as a tonic for us to, jump into. We have already jumped in Q2, and it will be much better. Being the leader of the region from Guwahati, let me take a pledge on behalf of my team that will leave no stone unturned to raise the bar to the next level, and in all parameters we'll meet the DRR, and being compliant, being disciplined, will deliver our dues, sir. Thank you. Sumanda.
Absolutely.
Sir, team is now fully charged up. Actually, it was a long due appreciation ceremony. So now it's been done. And Devdeep has rightly said that pandemic is going to normalize, and I'm very much optimistic person. It is to me that right. Yeah, I'm audible.
Yeah, I'm audible.
So pandemic is going to over gradually, and I'm very optimistic person. And sir, on behalf of Siliguri region, on behalf of all my 10 cluster heads and all my branch heads and all the resources down the line in Siliguri region, I can assure you that the region will excel and region will definitely make a dhamaka into this quarter, and in every aspect, region will excel.
Thank you, Suman and Devdi, both of you. I think stalwart like both of you. I'm fortunate that I got this kind of a team led by you and Devdi, and I'm fortunate that I have so strong cluster heads and my branch heads, along with all the teammates in all across the 9 states. Okay, we may be you may be talking about We are rural centric, but I think we are having maximum states in the country as a zone. Okay, it all depends on how do we think, and as we always talk, that think big, because until unless you do not think beyond your present capacity, what you think that you carry, you will not get into the next lead or next level to that growth. Because the problem is that we always think that now done. It's not possible. Only thing which I can tell all of you, that when I was just now getting some SMSs, Balurghat branch completed fourth elite account, some other branch got completed some second account. These all are beautiful tonic for me. Throughout the day, when these SMSs comes, that's the best thing. Because ultimately, we all work for a mission, and the mission is very clear. We are all human beings. Again, I'm saying, we need to be happy at the end of the day. When we start our day, we wanted to do something, and we complete our day, at least a customer given a good smile. That is also an achievement for the day. It is not important that always you will achieve some target, some life insurance, some account, some elite account. No. Even giving a good service to a customer and that a smile of that customer can be the best achievement for the day. My request that get more and more blessing of customer in different forums. That will help you to grow. Try to achieve something which many others have failed to achieve. Try to achieve something which you have given your best hard work, but probably another inch to go to achieve that success. Please make sure, as a region, as a cluster, our ambition, our mission is mission double. And to achieve that, each one of your contributions are immensely required. My request to each one of you, गिला शिकवा जिंदगी में रहेगा, उसको आगे छोड़ के उस रास्ते के ऊपर देखो जिसके नाम सक्सेस है, जिसके नाम आपका प्राइड आपके साथ जिएगा. Your own pride is very important. Wherever you get that pride, catch hold of this thing. Because in life, we miss a lot of things. But कभी जहाँ पे गुरूर या प्राइड आपको मिले, उस चीज को कभी मिस मत करो. A month has just begun, that is July. My request to each one of you, July needs to be very, very big. A disciplined approach from each one of you will make sure that July is going to be very big, so that our Q2, we can say to the country that Siliguri region, Guwahati region have arrived, Zone 3 has arrived. And let us, that success be so infectious that rest of the year also we carry on the same momentum. Wish you all the best, my dear team. Each one of you in this call, whoever are not, there in this call today, they're in this event today. But I can tell you, you probably have missed this event. It was a mesmerizing event, well organized, well articulated, well composed, and the anchors, especially thanks to both of you. You guys are really, really nice, and made sure that our every team member get charged up during the entire event. My thanks to entire Bajaj family, led by Shantini, always electrifying lady, and all other people who have made this program as a big success. Thank you very much. And I am looking for, but before I complete, let me tell you, I am waiting for that COVID-free day. Even a 10 days gap, I will make sure that ZCL, which happened in February and March, that will happen on site, not virtual. And that is why I'm not doing ZCL. That ZCL are going to happen simply on site. This much of guarantee I can give you guys. Again, thank you very much, each one of you. Have a nice day. Good night.
Thank you so very much. And yes, of course, as you all know, the exemplary trio, the leaders without which things become a real difficult thing. And they have been so amazing, you know, such a charged up personality and what honest and transparent communication. I see open communication is very important and they have always encouraged open communication. और उम्मीद पे दुनिया कायम है जैसे कि शांतनी जी ने भी कहा है और उमंग के साथ रहना चाहिए, उत्साह के साथ रहना चाहिए और आगे बढ़ना चाहिए और इसी का नाम ही तो जिंदगी है। वैसे ये महामारी आता रहेगा जाता रहेगा लेकिन काम करना ही है और अच्छी तरह से रहना है और जिंदगी को एकदम जिंदा दिली के साथ जीना है और इसी के साथ हम आगे बढ़ते हैं और अभी हम यहाँ पे इस मंच में बुलाना चाहेंगे of course none other than the lady we have been talking about, Dr. Rakhi Sanyal, who is an assistant professor, Department of Internal Medicine, Jagannath Gupta Institute of Medical Sciences and Hospital, Bajbaj, Senior Consultant, Department of Internal Medicine, AMRI Hospital, Salt Lake, and Bindu Bashani Nursing Home, Birati. And she will talk about wellness. She will talk about the queries that you have, and she will resolve most of your queries. I think it's time, of course, to bring in Shantani Ji also for the date-a-date.
Okay. So am I audible? Am I audible? Hello? Hello? Hello, am I audible?
Very much audible. Yeah, you're
okay,
audible.
okay. And thanks to everyone from the Bajaj family and also the Bandhan Bank. A very good evening to everyone and for bringing and giving me the privilege to talk and share few of my experiences and thoughts with every one of you. I really feel honored, and it would have been wonderful if we would have been able to meet on a physical platform. But thinking about the pandemic, we will have to accept this new life. We call it new normal way. But ultimately, I believe it definitely has got some advantage too. Now, coming to it, I would like to start by telling that the pandemic is very much on, and we are not yet done with the pandemic. So am I not also expecting the pandemic to go away within, say, maybe 1 or 2 years, a couple of years? So my friends, I would just expect you to accept this reality. And because this magical zero figure, the COVID-free, I don't think it will be possible in very near future. And the way we are progressing, it might take some time, some years to achieve that COVID-free, if at all it is possible. And what we will have is total, many people will become infected and many people will get vaccinated, so that I believe by this time we all know about the herd immunity. And if we can achieve that 70%, 70 to 80% of herd immunity, this disease can be stopped for making ransacking the total community, the whole world, and it will remain as endemic form. Now, exactly what do you mean by endemic? It will stay as as influenza, as other diseases in some parts and corners of the world, and sometimes it will come up again, it will decline, and so on. It will continue. But the virus will definitely lose its strength, and we will definitely win over the smart, invisible enemy someday. And we are very optimistic about it. Now, what went wrong? I would just like to utter a few words regarding what really went wrong and why we are in such dangerous second wave of this pandemic. Now, I don't want to go details about the first phase. We all know about it. Now it's nearly 1.5 years that we are in the amidst this pandemic. And in January, when the cases were coming down and nearing nearly, it was being eradicated, what we thought. We were very stupid, indeed stupid of us. But we were thinking that we are getting a COVID-free era. And at that time, what happened? We had put down our guards. We went and joined in the social get-togethers. There were political rallies, there were religious get-togethers, and we thought that we are literally winning over this COVID. But the virus is very clever, and it started, changing its character. We call it mutation, and started getting, changing its character and behavior, and became more smart than us, and came back with a very big vengeance and hit us great. And here we fell into the second tsunami, that is the second wave. Now, the second wave, it is absolutely different from the first wave. Second wave is a very sharp rise, and we got at least, it's nearly 5 times the casualties, 5 times the caseload, even more than that, the severity wise, the caseload wise, the resources were full and exhausted. So this was really devastating, second wave. And I, being an active COVID warrior, I was taking charge of our COVID critical care COVID unit, and in one part, and also mild to moderate cases all throughout every other hospitals, and also doing online consultations. So I believe every day I had to come across about hundreds of COVID cases. What we saw is that this wave hit us very, very strong, and it nearly basically hit this younger generations, mainly in the 30s, 40s, even 20s, and adding to it the elderly and the immunocompromised people. We got more casualties, more number of deaths. Each day, we used to get about 5 to 6 deaths. And in a ward, my critical care ward was having around 40 patients. And each day, I could see about 5 to 6 deaths. The emotional outbursts of the family, the anxious, the anxiety, the worries, the depression, the tears, we had faced enough. And believe me, it becomes very difficult to work and go through this. Now, what is the solution? Now, if we don't put our guards up again, and we become, now also we are very much amidst the second wave, and it has not gone yet. And if we start thinking, no, from 21,000 in West Bengal, or in India, the numbers were very high, and it is coming down to very few. The hospital admissions are very few. When we got about 200, 300 cases in the hospital, now at least about 7 to 10 cases. But if we think that we have won over COVID, we will be utter stupid of us, and we will really going to face the challenging third wave and also many other upcoming waves. So what we do about it? Firstly, this is what I want to just share with you, few experiences, so that we don't do this mistake anymore, and we have to learn from our past mistake, which we failed to do in the first wave. Now, just coming to the concerns, because my audience, all of you, are from the banking family, and also from the life insurance, the Bajaj Life Insurance Group, and also Bandhan Bank. Yeah. Am I audible? Okay. So I would just like to tell that as doctors, nurses, and all other healthcare workers, the police, and everybody who is the frontliners, these are you all are also among the first, frontliners, because each and every day you have to meet so many people, so many, and you have to be in the public life. You have to go get yourself immersed in the service of the people. So definitely you are among the first in few frontliners, and I will expect you to have and still put your guards up while we are facing this pandemic, to prevent the devastating effect of the next few waves. Now, number one. Number two is that you all have to work in an environment where you have to handle certain equipments. Those are being contaminated by some other people. Second is that you have to be, amidst your colleagues, and they can be asymptomatic carriers too. You have to travel in the buses, in train, like in the public transport. Many few people are of had the opportunity of having personal transport. So like everywhere you have to travel you have to climb up 7th, 8th floors in the escalators, like in the elevators. So you are definitely one of the high risk, at risk, or vulnerable groups. So what we do about it? Secondly, I believe by this time, most of you have already experienced any form of COVID. Maybe unluckier are those who have seen the milder forms, and also say there are some persons who have seen the COVID in a very severe and critical way, and maybe somebody unfortunate to have their dear ones, loved ones, friends, families, everyone, some of them passing away. So this takes a very heavy toll on both the physical, and somebody personally also have, most of us have personally had the COVID. So this takes a very heavy toll on physical and also emotional or mental health. So this is the concern. So we will have to learn how to prevent this upcoming waves, and how to learn to live with this COVID. I believe we will have to learn to live with this COVID for a couple of years more. Now, so today I come to my agenda. Mostly, I will divide the session into two halves. One, just another 10 to 12 minutes, I will talk about the disease a bit, and then I will start addressing all the concerns, all the questions of my audience and Bandhan Bank family, Bajaj Alliance family. So I will be addressing all the concerns. Now, coming to the disease itself, we have to know a bit about the disease, because we have to detect the diseased persons, and we have to isolate them. If we don't know the disease, then we won't be able to isolate them, and also the disease chain, like transmission chain, cannot be broken. Now, what we do is basically the disease it can present in a lot of ways. It's a varied presentation. The symptoms, starting from just influenza like, that is the flu like illness, to loose motion, that is the diarrhea. It can come with rashes, it can come with body aches, it can come with just simple like exhaustion, fatigue. So whenever there is something abnormality in a person's behavior or a person's health status, I will ask the person to get him or her tested. First, we can go for rapid antigen testing. That is, I believe everybody knows it, to save the resources. And if it comes positive, there is no need to go for RT-PCR testing to save the resources of the country. If it comes negative, because in many cases we can get false negative cases in rapid antigen. So we should not be very happy if we get rapid antigen testing negative. Next comes, we will have to confirm it by undergoing RT-PCR, that is the COVID RT-PCR testing. Now, COVID RT-PCR, it can also come negative, false negative. Then also, since if we think that, okay, rapid antigen is negative and COVID RT-PCR is negative, so I'm free from COVID and I can just move around and I can be with my family. No, it's not like that. Rapid testing as well as RT-PCR testing can also come negative, false negative. And since we are passing through a pandemic, we will have to be COVID minded. And then we will have to consult doctor, and the doctor will advise some form of like HRCT thorax, which can detect many, like COVID pneumonitis, like, so we will have to go for repeated testings. And by that time, we will have to isolate ourselves. But we will also have to understand that also in this season, we are getting flu season, the swine flu, the influenza A, B. So we will also have to put that in our head. Now, second is that, the severity. As we all know that this disease is basically, 80% of this disease is in the either asymptomatic or mild form. And we really don't need anything, just home isolation, symptomatic paracetamol treatment for body ache, a bit of steam inhalation, and a bit of good food and vitamins will do. And a lot of plenty of fluids will be doing, like hydration, that is the water, fruit juices and all like that. But one thing is very important, 15% of cases will be of moderate variety, and 5% will go into the severe and critical cases. Now, how do we know about it? I am very happy because I've got mild cases. I'm going to stay back at home. I don't have fever. I have nothing. So I'm very happy. No, it's not like that. The key is that we will have to go on monitoring the case. Monitoring, and monitoring. That is very important. I would like to highlight here today. That is the monitoring. You first self-isolate and monitoring few things. That is not very difficult to monitor. All of us, I believe, we know pulse oximeters. There's a small instrument which measures the oxygen content of the body, and it will be stuck in the finger, and we can see the oxygen saturation of our body. So every 4th hourly, it is mandatory to see the oxygen saturation. And if any time it falls less than 94%, this is a red flag sign, number one. Second is that if it is more than 94% too, then also what we do is, suppose twice a day, you make the patient, the person, walk for 6 minutes and see the baseline saturation, and then making him walk for 6 minutes, and then again see after this exertion, measure the saturation level and see whether there is a drop of 3% or more. If there is a drop of 3% or more, that is another red flag sign that this patient can go for a moderate to severe or critical variety. And we need to identify these patients. That is the main thing which it is the key point. Third, if the temperature goes on and again recurs by 5th to 7th day, temperature means fever, if it goes away and again recurs, or the temperature persists even beyond 5th to 7th day, this is another red flag sign. Add to it, if the cough increases, there is shortness of breath, there is confusion, the patient is drowsy, and you can get the blood pressure instrument also, the blood pressure is coming down, then it's an absolute no for home treatment. and one has to get hospitalized. Now, this is very important because we will have to prioritize the patients who need actual hospitalization, because resources are very few, and we have to make use of that. Now, it's when we were at the top, at the peak of the pandemic, second phase, the hospital beds were flooded. Many people could not get oxygen beds. They died in the roads, they died on the way. So it's very devastating, it's very upsetting. And what we do about it? I just would request few things. Number one is, if you can get oxygen, a bit of oxygen at home, that is fantastic. Second is, start proning. Proning is a method by which you can put one pillow inside the just down the belly, and also the upper thigh, and you can put it, and so this is a position, and you make just upside down, and that can increase the saturation for some time. And you can get very good videos in YouTube, and you can make use of that to just tide over or bridge the gap while going and waiting for the hospital bed. Now, this is very important. Third is that steroids, I will ask, there is very injudicious use of steroids, and people whom they are having this sort of complaints, they are basically misusing steroids. And now we are in the post-COVID, we are getting a lot of complications. You all be knowing about the black fungus. This is basically the mucormycosis, and at present even I am dealing with 2 cases of mucormycosis, and this is very dreadful. And believe me, if you are getting mucormycosis, then per day about one main medicine which will cost about 45,000 per day, and add to it, if there is complication, another 30 to 40,000, that is around 1 lakh per day will be the cost. That is really impossible for most of us like that. So how to avoid? Judicious use of steroids. There is many places people are just misusing steroids. No, it's an absolute no. Like the steroids have to be given by the doctors, and depending if the fever is not going, if it is COVID tested positive, and the patients are in shortness of breath, the patient is having less than 94% saturation, patient's respiratory rate is more than 24 per minute. These are the criteria you can just see, and then steroids have to be started judiciously at a very low dose, and for for a particular time of it should not be misused. Now, the main therapy is the oxygen, and for that there are many, a patient may need from 1 liter to about 80 liters per day, 80 liters per minute oxygen. And this is the main thing. Up till now, we have not come to any specific antiviral therapy to curb or kill COVID virus. Though we have remdesivir, we have favipiravir, but they don't have any mortality benefit. What really has mortality benefit, evidence-wise, all the trials show that steroid is a double-edged sword, and basically, as it has got mortality benefit in the COVID illness, as also it can create complications during the illness, and also oxygen therapy. Now, regarding the steroid use, and we have to be very judicious, and you have to depend on doctors and not misuse steroids. Now, again, this thinking about the good part is that if we can diagnose early, that is, I just want to stress upon this word, please go for testing. Testing is very important. Don't keep yourself, okay, I will go for testing. No, it doesn't happen. It is just influenza. I will not go for a testing now. No, it's an early testing whenever you are symptomatic, so that you can become very cautious. Then start monitoring, and start, if there is red flag signs, get yourself admitted, start oxygen therapy, steroids, and also some antiviral treatment we do have. So in the second wave, we do definitely have learned many things. Now, this is very important. So oxygen therapy has got, it has improved very well, and we are also being, which is the main therapy of oxygen therapy. We can give very high flow oxygen. We call it high flow nasal cannula, HFNC, by which we can deliver about 60 to 80 liters per minute of oxygen. And that is very, very beneficial for COVID patients. Now, coming to this is basically what regarding the treatment. Now, second is that post-COVID follow-up also is very important, because after post-COVID, like we are getting a lot of patients, and they are complaining of a lot of problems, coming to the shortness of breath is persisting, and mental fatigue, like there are, depression, anxiety, and we are also seeing many heart failure patients, lung fibrosis, that is, lungs are affected, heart is affected, brain is affected. So there are a lot of complications, and COVID is creating ransacking even during the illness and also after the illness. That is the post-COVID state, and we are getting post-COVID inflammatory syndrome, and in patients, and we are losing many patients, those who have won over COVID, but they are dying after COVID. So a post-COVID follow-up is a must. For it should continue every month for up till 6 months. First 3 months are very crucial, and also it is better to go for a post-COVID follow-up for 6 months. Now, this is very important. And another thing I would like to highlight is that in all this, we need to be mentally and physically strong, because if we are physically strong and mentally strong, then we'll be able, if we are affected by COVID also, we will be able to fight with this disease. Our immune system will be boosted up. So, some form of physical good food is very important. Good and nutritious food. Don't go for dieting. You can put up a little bit of weight, but don't go for dieting, crash dieting. Go for a balanced diet. Go for healthy food. Incorporate plenty of fresh fruits in it, protein in it, and also go for exercise. And vis-a-vis, also go for de-stressing yourself. Go listen to music, go for a walk, and be with your pets and be with your family. Enjoy get-togethers virtually with your friends, and we can bring the world together in a small platform. So enjoy this, and believe me, I believe that will induce stress. That will reduce the stress hormones and induce endorphins, which are feel-good hormones, and we will be better in equipped to fight back with this invisible enemy. So this is my and another thing I would like to highlight, one thing is go for exercise. Exercise is very important, and stay in shape, stay in tune, and if possible, you work from home. If possible, minimize your exposure. If possible, don't use elevators, but of course, don't use stairs with masks on more than 2 to 3 floors, because you can get some lung problem. So that is very important. While coming down, you take the stairs. Okay, in office you sit, you make a 6 feet differences and all. So follow COVID appropriate behavior. And one thing is very important, we have to follow COVID appropriate behavior, which we lacked in the first wave, after first wave, and we landed in the second wave like this, devastating. So what I would like to emphasize is you have to follow COVID appropriate behavior by proper masking, and not, the mask should not come down here. It should be appropriately sized, and it should be well fitted, and it should, I'm just showing it, it should be well fitted, and it will be, you have to keep it like this, so that there is no, it should be airtight. Nothing can go inside, and that's very important. Not like just putting on the mask and all like that. And I will just request you to go for surgical masks, because those are better than the cloth masks. Okay, and you don't need to go for N95 because that is different, and you have to know where to use what masks and all. And second is that hand hygiene is very important. Hand hygiene, always keep a small micro shield, that is the hand sanitizer in the bag, pocket, anything. And whenever you're doing, just make it a habit. There are 7 steps. You can open the YouTube video and go to, not like this, just like this. No, it's not like that. It's if you're using alcohol sanitizer, it's a 20 seconds of hand rub, properly maintaining 7 steps, which you can easily get from the YouTube video, and the time will not permit for me to show you. So follow very diligently the 7 steps. And if it is only this thing, like wash, like detergent wash, then you have to do it for 40 seconds to kill the germ. And believe me, wash up till the elbow, and there are proper steps, and not only this much, and everything, the fingertips and all, everything has to be taken into account. So hand hygiene is very important. And also the another thing, maintaining, I will not say physical, I mean, like social distancing. Social distancing is a bad word. I will tell physical distancing and safe distancing. 6 feet or 2 meters is quite enough. We are attending, definitely we are attending meetings and all, but following proper COVID appropriate behavior, because it is not possible for us to avoid get-togethers. It is not possible for us to not to work. We have to continue our work, but we have to follow COVID appropriate behavior to just go on with this COVID for say couple of years. That is very important. And thirdly, but not the least, is that we will have to make our vaccination program success. And there should not be any vaccine hesitancy, and false news, of so many false news in the market, and so many people are getting, what will happen even among us, even among the healthcare workers, the doctors. I'm very sorry, and it's very unfortunate to tell you that they are not going in for proper vaccination. They're still having a mental blockade and a taboo, and they're telling, what will happen? Will I go for Rakhi? Will I go for a vaccination? Will it do this, that, blood clots, and many things they're asking. So, as all the vaccinations has got its side effect, but thinking about the greater benefit, you have to always weigh the risk benefit ratio, and the benefit outweighs the risks far, far, far more than so we will have to go for a proper vaccination. And already we are very fortunate that in market we are already having 2 vaccines are rolling. 3rd vaccine has already come, and 4th vaccine will be expected after a couple of months. So we will have to make our vaccination program successful. Otherwise, we will not be able to win this battle over COVID. Only 4.6%, only around 5% of Indians have been vaccinated. That's an utter failure. We will have to give more vaccination, and we will have to continue this vaccine drive and make it, go ahead and get this success. And for that, we have to go for small awareness and health education camps. And I believe it is all of our duty to go for this awareness camps and to teach people, educate people to go for proper COVID appropriate behavior and vaccination program to fight with the COVID. Thank you. And I would like to, I will just open everything to the stage and the floor, and I'm there to address concerns whichever are possible for me. And if not possible also, I will be answering you, coming back later to give your, address them. So can I ask Shantoni to...
Yes. Thank you very much, ma'am. And good evening once again on behalf of Bandhan Bank and Bajaj Allianz Life Insurance Company. And you have बहुत अच्छे से आपने एकदम पूरा कोविड जो सेकेंड वेव चल रहा है और थर्ड वेव आ रहा है उस पे आपने हम लोगों को अपडेट कर दिया है. तो एक्चुअली हमने क्या किया था, बिफोर योर सेशन स्टार्टेड, इट वाज सपोज्ड टू हैपन लास्ट मंथ, बट आफ्टर दैट all of us, almost all of us were had contracted the disease, and successfully all of us have won it. लेकिन उसके बावजूद भी we did have some loss of our COVID warriors and we lost them to COVID unfortunately. तो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा जो question जो सवाल था वो आपने अपने सेशन के जरिए ऑलरेडी आंसर कर दिया है मैडम, लेकिन अभी कुछ भी जैसे हमारे जो ब्रांच के जो फ्रेंड्स है, जैसे कि अभी भी मैं एक बंधन ब्रांच में ही बैठी हूँ और जैसे कि आपको पता है मेडिकल साइंस एंड banking and financial industries, they come under essential service. So on behalf of everyone from one essential service desk, I thank the doctor and then the entire medical fraternity for supporting, protecting, and taking us ahead in this much dark times. Now coming to the questions जो हमारे दोस्तों ने हमको भेजा है बंधन बैंक से, तो ज्यादा तो आपने जवाब दे दिया है. आई विल स्टार्ट विद द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन जो सबसे ज्यादा रिपीट क्वेश्चन आया है, और ये सबसे ज्यादा रिपीट क्वेश्चन आया है गुवाहाटी रीजन से कि मुझे एक बार कोविड हो गया है तो दोबारा क्या मुझे हो सकता है within 90 days? Can I contract it again? Some of our branch friends have already had the disease, so can he have it again?
Okay. Okay, it's a very fantastic question. The data is few. I mean, we have not undergone extensive research, and I believe couple of years we will be able to give you exact answer, confirmatory answer. But till now, what I can tell, yes, it is possible. It is possible, but not exactly within 3 months. But maybe once we get COVID, about 6 months to 1 year, we can have our immunity quite high. And what we can do is we can just go on checking the antibody level, and we will have to see whether when the titer is coming down, then we will have to put, though always you have to put your guards up. COVID एक बार हो जाने से, like, you are not free from it. It is not that you cannot contract COVID. So always you have to follow COVID appropriate behavior, number one, and go on checking your antibody levels. And for 6 महीना तक, like, it is, you can expect a little bit of relaxation.
हमारे दर्शक है ब्रांच से, उनके लिए मैं आपको पूछना चाहूंगी, जैसे कि आप बार-बार बोल रहे हैं go on checking your antibody levels, तो मैं अपने ब्रांच के दोस्तों के लिए जानना चाहूंगी कि ये वो क्या टेस्ट है जिसको फ्रीक्वेंटली करा के हम पता चलेगा कि मेरा एंटीबॉडी लेवल क्या है और वो कितना होना चाहिए?
Yeah, it's IgG, COVID, and COVID, whenever you get some disease, there are 2 types of antibody you get the response. Immediate antibody is the IgM salt, that's the immunoglobulin, and a long-term protective antibody is called IgG. So this is the IgG form, which is giving help, and together with that there are also other things, but mostly we are going for checking this antibody IgG level, which goes up after the COVID infection, stays for some time, again it comes down, and when you have to, more than 250 is a fantastic level. And what we are getting after COVID, after COVID illness or after vaccination, we are getting fantastic response of more than 250. But again, we can get, slowly, gradually it declines, and we will have to monitor until it becomes less than 20, 30, like that. Then we will be again be very more particular about that.
Okay, so मेरे ब्रांच के जो दोस्त बंधन से लॉगिन किए हैं और बैलिक के जो कलीग लॉगिन किए हैं, उनको मैं दोबारा बता दूं, डॉक्टर राखी सान्याल ने कहा है कि आप अपना IgG लेवल जो है फ्रीक्वेंटली टेस्ट कराते रहिए. 250 इज द बेंचमार्क, और एबरेशंस होगा तो आप उसको नोटिस रखिए. यू कीप अ वॉच ऑन योर IgG लेवल टू अंडरस्टैंड वेदर योर इम्यूनिटी एंड एंटीबॉडी लेवल्स आर adequate to combat COVID, right, ma'am?
Yeah, as a benchmark, means 250 is a fantastic level which we are seeing after giving vaccination and after getting COVID. But even if it is around 40, 50, that is also giving a good variety of benefit. Right. But we will have to monitor whether if it comes down to very low, say about less, then we will have to put our guards up again.
Ma'am, the next question, yes, the next question that we have मोस्टली आस्क्ड इज कि अगर मैंने 2 डोज ऑफ वैक्सीन ऑलरेडी ले लिया है तो भी क्या जरूरी है मास्क पहने रहना और ये सेफ्टी मेजर्स रखना एज बैंकर्स, बिकॉज यू नो द इनपोर and the influx of footfall in a bank branch is very high. It's completely out of control. As I'm talking to you, I'm sitting in a branch and it's scary out of control actually. तो जो बैंक के दोस्तों ने 2 डोज ऑफ वैक्सीन अगर ले लिया है, क्या उनको भी जरूरी है मास्क पहनना?
Yeah, 100%. And I will say 200%, because this vaccine does not give you 100% this thing. I mean, confidence that you will not get COVID. Okay, so every vaccine has got its percentage of benefits and all, protection. And even after getting vaccines, 2 doses of vaccine, we are getting COVID. Okay, the only thing is that the most of the people who are properly immunocompetent, that is the like immune systems are good, they are having mild forms of disease, and we are not getting severe variety and critical variety, and the death rate is much lower in after giving 2 doses. But and only for patients with comorbidities, immunocompromised patients, they can land up with a critical variety. So, but still we will have to put our guards up, always thinking about ourselves and also about our loved ones, near and dear ones who will be with us, so that we don't contract. Yeah.
Right, ma'am. The next question they are asking is, actually it's 2 questions together we have clubbed, which is very frequent. एक तो ये है कि मुझे कोविड हो गया है तो कितने दिन बाद मैं वैक्सीन ले सकता हूँ, और दूसरा है कि कोविशील्ड और कोवैक्सीन और स्पुतनिक में कौन सा वैक्सीन लेने से सबसे इफेक्टिव रहेगा? ये 2 सवाल है मैम.
Okay, so see, after you have COVID, at present what we are following is, though things are changing daily because of research and all, at present we are, after having the COVID illness, we are giving we are giving the vaccine after 90 days after this thing. Okay, and second is what you told, like which one is the best? There is nothing called best, and there is nothing called which one I'm going to take. Okay, everything is good. Everything, all the vaccines have the capacity to yield immune responses. They have been tested in the market. They have undergone trials. So it is not the case of whichever Covaxin or Covishield or Sputnik, whichever you get, you take it. Don't wait for the best one to come. Don't wait for another to come. So I believe that is, like at present we can tell that only. And every vaccine acts in a different way. So I believe the thing which you get, you go for that.
जी मैडम, थैंक यू वेरी मच. ये एक सवाल है जो तेजपुर क्लस्टर जो हमारे गुवाहाटी रीजन में है, मैं नाम तो देख सक रही हूँ लेकिन मैं नाम नहीं ले रही हूँ. उन्होंने पूछा है कि मुझे कोविड हुआ था, अभी मैं ठीक हो गया हूँ लेकिन मैं घर से बाहर रहता हूँ, मेरा घर तेजपुर में नहीं है, तो मैं अभी हर रोज जो है ब्रांच में आ करके बाहर का खाना ही खा रहा हूँ टिफिन में. इज इट ओके और इज इट हार्मिंग मी?
See, it's very difficult to tell. If you're taking a food from a very good place, hygienic place and all, I believe there is no harm. And but if you should be very particular about your food habits, and so that after COVID people are suffering from a lot of problems, stomach upset, and there are also you have to take a good food, good balanced diet, because post COVID fatigue is there. So if you all can maintain things properly, proper hygiene and proper balanced diet, there is no problem in it from taking from bahar ka food. Like I don't think there's any problem. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So madam, एक हमारे ब्रांच हेड ने पूछा है, again to my friends and colleagues in Bandhan Bank, just because it is not correct for me to take the names right now because there are very much repeat questions and some of your questions are missed out, so I'm not taking the names, but I'm sure it's answering the generic questions of everyone. तो एक हमारे ब्रांच हेड ने पूछा है कि I have already recovered from COVID for last 11 days. I am still testing positive. Can I join my work? I have already quarantined for 21 days and negative for 11 days. Sorry,
Okay.
positive for
Positive.
11 days. Yes.
Yeah. First of all, you don't need to go for testing if you are having mild to moderate variety of COVID. There, repeat testing, because only patients who are immunocompromised, in those patients, they don't have a proper viral clearance. Virus stays there alive. And in severe cases, also severe and critical illness, the virus stays there, and mostly in the immunocompromised state. Then at that particular condition only, we are going for second or third testing. Okay, because to see whether there is our transmission will be occurring or not. But patients who are immunocompetent and having normal immune response, mild cases, moderate cases, we are not going for just unnecessary wastage of resources, and we should never go for repeat testing. And 17 days is okay, absolute okay for quarantine. After that you can jolly well join your work, because if you are testing positive also, those are basically the dead virus. That is not the stronger ones, because the virus already has been killed by the immune system. But those patients who are having immune system down, they are not being
Remnants of
killed.
virus,
Yeah,
right.
so they are dead virus. So you can jolly well, you should not, and once you get it, you get a mental blockage, so you don't go for testing in case of this.
ये ब्रांच हेड को मैं कहना चाहूंगी, आप प्लीज जाके ब्रांच ज्वाइन करिए. There is no problem, there is no excuse. Kindly go ahead and join the branch. Okay.
Yeah.
उसके बाद एक जो सवाल है, तो मैं दो सवाल एक साथ आपको पूछ रही हूँ. एक हमारे ब्रांच के बंधु पूछ रहे हैं कि he stays outside, he comes weekend to his family every week. तो हर weekend को वो घर पे आके I am scared, do I have to isolate? I have no fever at home. But once he comes back home, he doesn't have any fever, but he stays on a different district and comes to family on every weekend. So does he have to isolate? And with that, I'm also clubbing that how will the third wave affect the children that are there?
Okay. See, this is very difficult question to answer, because many people may be asymptomatic. Okay, so a person sitting next to you, totally asymptomatic, talking, you're taking your guards down and eating or going for lunch, sitting together, having tea, coffee together, and the patient is your friend is absolutely okay, but that doesn't mean that she or he doesn't have the disease, right? Because this is the problem, this is the crux of the problem, is that because in this way only the transmission is occurring. And so we will have to take each and everyone as COVID. So be COVID minded. Yes, there remains a small probability of transmission that cannot be totally ignored. But I believe if you are perfectly well, there is no abnormality with you, and then you can jolly well, take precautions, because one thing is very important. You have to get yourself vaccinated, number one, and you have to follow proper COVID appropriate behavior and go out, so that you save yourself, and also when you're going to your family, you're saving them, your near and loved ones, and you sit beside them. And when you're entering your home, first, what we do is, first and foremost, you just go to the washroom, get your change your dress, get yourself, it's very, very good if you can take a shower with proper detergents and all. Put your this total things, shirts and all, everything in a detergent. And if not possible for you to go for a total bath, then you just take hand hygiene you follow, legs also properly you just wash them with detergent and all, and then you can soap water, and then you can just and there you are getting also your small boxes that are UV, for UV. I do have 2 to 3 things where I can take I can just sanitize my this specs, pen, or watch, because I've stopped wearing watch and all, and it is better to of you just to, to get rid of all, the small things and all what we can get rid of, say watch and this, rings, and then, many things, this earrings and all. It is better to get rid of them. And but after you come back home, get them sanitized, or either with this sanitizers, or some things which may get, affected, may get damaged. You can put them in the box, get them, disinfected by the UV rays and all. And I believe you can jolly well go with that. And but you have to follow COVID appropriate behavior while you're working, while you're outside, thinking about not only about yourself, but also about your family. And also for vaccine is the key word. And third wave, right? Another question is there. Yeah. Third wave affecting children, right? Yeah.
Third wave affect the children.
Yeah, I see. Two things are very important in this. Yeah, of course, we are very much worried about our children because, they are small, like 18, less than 18 years, less than 12 years. They are not being, the vaccine is not being tested so much, and the safety of vaccine is, has to be determined. So we are yet to start the vaccination program in these kids, but very soon we will come up with the vaccination. But till then, what? Till then, actually, and of course, if the school starts reopening, okay, school starts reopening, and then they meet with their friends, you can't just let them sit back at home and not mixing with your friends, because that can add up to the problem of psychiatric problem. We are facing a lot of psychiatric illness, a lot of mental issues, and for the mental health, I believe that's very difficult to keep them keep at home and all. You have to take them out and meet them with your friends and all. So definitely, and also add to it, when the family people, they are coming back at home, they are handling these children, and these children definitely and can get back this disease. And very dreadful two things are happening with children, which we got one or two diseases in the one is the the COVID inflammatory syndrome that's coming very, we are getting this disease. It's a very dreadful disease, and there's a cytokine storm, and there's inflammation going on, and and we are landing up in problems. There is also some nerve problem which is happening, encephalomyelitis we are getting in children and all. That is also very dreadful. So definitely these are definitely the at-risk group, and we will have to be extra cautious. And that's why I will request the parents and all to follow themselves COVID appropriate behavior, go for vaccination, and so that you remain COVID free, and also teach your children the COVID appropriate behavior. And if it is possible, to maintain with the online classes at best it is possible till the vaccination goes up to certain limit, that the herd immunity is around 70% to 80%. So that around 70% is okay. And this is one aspect out of it. And second is that, again, we can't, because see, there is also another issue, that is children, instead there are still the vaccine demand is a great one. So we will have, and lot of people are not vaccinated in the world. I will definitely not be restricted to India, because this is a global problem. This is not restricted to India. And because you cannot avoid traveling, and you have to go, 2.5 to 3 years, you cannot go sit tight, and you cannot avoid traveling. And by that you can just, it's a global problem. It is not restricted to India. So we will have to target all the population. In that case, lot of elderly people who are very much at risk with comorbidities, they are not being immunized. So in this case, children are too fair about it. So in that case, it's a very controversial issue. Yesterday only I was going through a session where we were discussing that I believe we should immunize the elderly more, because we have not reached our target, and not think about the children who can be stayed back at home, and we can take care of them. But again, it's a controversial issue. Definitely children are at risk, and we have to take, and again I'm telling you, COVID appropriate behavior by all, by us, by parents, by loved ones, by friends, and also have to teach and inculcate among our children that you have to do maintain COVID appropriate behavior. And definitely people, children, they take up things very easily, they can learn things very easily. They will come to learn
Emulate
it.
the parents very easily, right?
Yeah.
So I think, ma'am, that's all from all our friends. And once again, on behalf of the entire Bandhan Bank team and on behalf of the entire Bajaj Allianz Life Insurance Company team, I thank Dr. Rakhi Sanyal for her valuable advice, valuable time. And I also thank you, ma'am, for being the COVID frontline warrior and protecting us from the virus and navigating us through this very, very dark time with a lot of care and lot of compassion. Thank you very much for joining us and addressing all our queries. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, Shantanu. Thanks to everyone, my audience, my all family, Bandhan Bank family, Bajaj Alliance, for giving me the privilege. I'm honored to share my thoughts, and you're always welcome. You can share my email ID, and whenever you require anything, I'm always there.
Sure, ma'am.
And please be safe. Stay safe. This is my earnest request to you. Please follow COVID appropriate behavior. Vaccination program should be, taken to the place where how much it is should be, targeted properly. And please stay safe. Thank you, Shantanu.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Over to the MCs.
Okay.
Now, I must say that was one of a hell lot of intense session. সত্যি কথা বলতে একদম ঠিক বলেছেন ডক্টর সানিয়াল। থ্যাংক ইউ শান্তনি জি, নো ডাউট অফ দ্যাট। বাট এখানে একটা জিনিস বলা উচিত, সেটা হলো think positive but be negative. Absolutely take precaution, get jabbed, get vaccinated and stay healthy. যেরকম ডক্টরসরা বলছে, we need to get along with it, কারণ কি এটাই আমাদেরকে বাঁচাবে। What do you think, Nabish, on this one?
Absolutely, I buy that, and we are really grateful. Dr. Rakhi Sanyal has given such valuable input, and all the queries that we had has been almost resolved. Thank you, Shantanu ji, for moderating that particular session. And yeah, it's time to almost culminate the event. And Umang, the future forward, आपके हौसले का त्योहार, तो हम फिर से यही बोलना चाहेंगे कि आपका हौसला, आपका उम्मीद हमेशा बुलंद रहना चाहिए और आगे बढ़ना चाहिए। और जितने भी कोविड अप्रोप्रिएट बिहेवियर है, डॉक्टर राखी सान्याल ने जैसे कि बोला है, उसको हमें मानना है और बस आगे बढ़ना है, अच्छी तरह से काम करना है। ऐसे उमंग मीट और ज्यादा होना चाहिए, और ज्यादा अवार्ड्स होना चाहिए, और ज्यादा अनाउंसमेंट हम जब करेंगे बहुत अच्छा लगेगा, बेहद खुशी होगी। और एक फ्यूचरिस्टिक बिहेवियर, और जैसे कि हमने एक फ्यूचर टूल जैसे कि आज हमने देखा है, ऐसे कई सारे फ्यूचरिस्टिक चीजें हमको देखने मिले। हम यही आशा रखते हैं और दुनिया में सब कुछ आसान हो जाए, सहज हो जाए, यही कामना करते हैं। एंड बिफोर वी लीव, ऑफ कोर्स Riya, we have this very special video, फिर मुस्कुराएगा इंडिया। हालांकि हम अब तो मुस्कुरा ही रहे हैं, come what may, we will always smile, and remember, we shall sail through and we will pass. So this particular video we'll leave you here, and of course sung by Vishal Sharma. It's his lyrics. बहुत अच्छी तरह से इन्होंने गाया है। कई सारे बॉलीवुड के सेलिब्रिटीज और प्रधानमंत्री जी भी यहाँ पे है, और रेडियो पर्सनालिटी भी है। इस वीडियो को शायद आपने नहीं देखा हो, तो यहीं पे उमंग के इस फोरम में हम आपको दिखाना चाहेंगे। और इसी के साथ मैं, नबीश और रिया, हम आपसे अलविदा लेते हैं। See you soon. Stay safe and love you guys.
Absolutely.
जय 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 हो, जय 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 जय। फिर से शहरों में रौनक आएगी, फिर से गाँव में लौटेगी हंसी, फिर से साथ सारे यार होंगे, ना होगी पाबंदी ही कोई। फिर से सड़कों पे सब नाचेंगे, पटरी पे पहिए भागेंगे, गूंजेंगे खेलों के मैदान। बांटेंगे हम खुशियां, गम भी हम मिलकर बांटेंगे। फिर से होगी सपनों की उड़ान, जो साथ दे दे सारा इंडिया, फिर मुस्कुराएगा इंडिया, फिर जीत जाएगा इंडिया। जो साथ दे सारा इंडिया, फिर मुस्कुराएगा 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 इंडिया। जो साथ दे सारा